I sent a link to the Roll20 for our game, our 3-part adventure, aptly named Ash and Bones. Hopefully everybody has access to that link. I will wait. And as we are waiting, everyone besides our fearsome captain, could you please introduce yourselves to each other? I know of 2 of you. I'm missing the other 2.
Curtis, do you want to
go?
I'm pulling up the Roll20. Somebody vamp.
All right. Andrew, go.
Hi, I am Brother Seabrine. I once worked on a ship, but that didn't work out, and now I worship the deep, and I make sure that other people worship him too. I'm an ardent pacifist, but I have no problem putting people into positions where death finds them. Most commonly, this is ocean drowning. I have a satchel, a shovel, and a compass.
Okay.
Thank you.
Derek?
I am playing Disho the Fisho, a previous sailor, previously dismissed and is now working as a free-for-all fisherman and cook for any crews that are willing to take him on. Previous history unknown, but currently wears their old uniform and a wig, with a big backpack containing a variety of fine spices. And it is hard to find them without a grog nearby.
All right, so we have Brother Seabrine to show.
Sorry, real quick. Andrew, can you see the screen?
Yeah, yes.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Cool. So, today I will be Losen Vale, a former bosun who had a unfortunate mishap and ended up a little bit of a castaway. Some time ago, won't exactly say when. The clothes he wears, it's an old uniform that hasn't been seen in a little too long, probably like 40, 50 years, but does have a what looks like a shrunken head, sort of tucked on, sitting around his neck like a necklace, just kind of chilling. And when asked about it, he doesn't say anything. He just kind of looks at them and then kind of walks away. He is always carrying a ink, quill, and parchment, as well as his trusty pipe and pouch, which he is usually smoking. And on occasion, you see him sharing the pipe with the head, and you swear you see smoke coming out of its nostrils.
How do you spell that, please?
Lohsan. Losen.
S-A-N.
Were we supposed to pick names that rhyme with our title? Because
Yeah.
I could be Seabrine the Behind.
I had picked Losen and then
Because
rolled
you're a
and got
bastard?
it.
Sorry, what?
Yes, I'm giving him an extended life. He was a character who died in another campaign because I killed him. It's fine. But
Bring him back as a pirate.
but he's a pirate now, and bosun was what I rolled. So listen. Other people picked the rhyme scheme. It wasn't me.
Okay. Eric.
Eric will go last when he's introduced.
Oh gosh darn
Is Eric our captain?
Eric is our captain.
Captain!
it. Okay. Make me change.
Oh God, what was the? Oh, what was our saying?
My lord.
My lord,
Me captain!
captain.
My captain.
Tips tricorn? Maybe? I don't know if that's anything. I don't want it to be.
Okay. In that case, let me adjust my own name there. Blarg. Okay. Hello, I am Naylan, the she, a dragonborn of sorts. A little strange looking, swashbuckler. Always has my well-fitted leather armor, a few knives, and a small sword, as well as a small book, um, well thumbed through. And that is me.
With our crew assembled, we may begin. In the northeast of the map lies the waters of the Caloric Sea. On this expanse of warm water lies the oft-forgotten city of Port Calder. Port Calder sits low against the waters, built outward rather than upward. Warehouses crowd the shoreline, their doors thrown open to the docks, and the streets behind them wind inland in narrow, uneven lines. The harbor is full of a few well-worn vessels pulled aside for repairs. The air carries a smell of brine and tar mixed with the smoke from cook fires and the sharper scent of fresh-cut timber for masts. Dockhands move steadily from ship to ship, calling weights and numbers, arguing over space, laughing when the work allows it. Nothing here is rushed, but never does the work ever stop. Port Calder is the kind of place that a ship goes to get fixed, and names go to get forgotten. Holes get patched, sails are mended, crews come ashore to spend what little hard-earned pay they've earned, and leave again before anyone thinks to ask where they came from. Taverns and whorehouses form a line behind the warehouses, their signs weathered and titulating. Inside, sailors trade stories that blur together, stories of storms, of bad captains, of better ports. Most of it is noise, but every so often a detail catches, passed along without emphasis. A route no longer sailed, a ship that never made port, a job that paid too well and ended too early. Near the end of the outer pier, tucked between a sailmaker's shop and a leaning warehouse, sits the keel hall's Kiss. It's nothing special to look at. It's a half-patched roof, salt-stained boards, windows clouded by years of smoking. And the door stands open more often than not, letting out the sounds of voices and the smells of drunk sailors. But the crews favor the Keelhall's Kiss because the drinks are strong, the food is hot, and questions aren't asked unless coin is involved. If a rumor is going to stick in Port Calder, it usually passes through the Kiss, carried in on wet boots, and left behind with an empty mug. And that is where we'll start our adventure today. The crew of this pirate vessel that, would we like to name it really quick? Anybody have an idea for this pirate vessel you guys are a part of? Otherwise,
So
I
I
will
have
leave
several
Dreadnought.
ideas.
Okay, let's vote on one quick. We are a pirate democracy. I have a placeholder for the ship, but I will replace that.
All right, one at a time.
Let's start with
Deeps.
Andrew.
The Deep's Dreadnought.
The Deep's Dreadnought. Okay.
How large is our ship? Just
It
for
is
funsies.
a brigantine, so it is a 2-mast ship. It is a medium-sized ship. It's not huge. There are much bigger ships, but it isn't small either. It's not as nimble as a sloop, but it carries its weight. It is a fine vessel. It'll get you where you need to go. Maybe not as fast as you'd like.
All right, who's next?
So the Deep's Dreadnought. We'll do... Derek, do you have a suggestion?
The Wake's Call.
The Wake's Call. I like that.
Noticing a bit of a pattern here.
Alexis, you can go next. Which one do you have? What's your best
Uh,
one?
Tabor's spear. Tabor,
Tabor
of course, being Keeper of the Veil, the god of passage.
Spear. Okay. Curtis, you're last.
Loxes and boxes.
Boxes and boxes. And I will even submit my own. The Killer Onion is the placeholder ship that I had used in my planning.
What about our
Alright.
captain? Does Captain Eric have a
Captain Eric, do you have a placeholder name or a name for our ship?
The Iron Hook.
The Iron Hook. That one is kind of fitting. For reasons you will find out.
He's got a peg leg, doesn't he?
He does not.
Damn.
But that's not what the ladies call it anyway. So we have the Iron Hook, the Killer Onion, Locks and Box, the Deep Dreadnought, the Wake's Call, and Tabor's Spear. Does any of those ring out? Do we have votes for any of those?
I was gonna see, do we want to just do a D6?
Yeah, actually, that works. Let's do a D6.
Oh, man.
That's me roll it for me. I already have them listed down.
My idea is just something that my character would have pitched. It's not the boat name I actually want. So it's just.
Where did we roll?
Okay.
Where did we roll? Did someone roll a D6?
Captain.
I rolled
Captain, roll
5.
me a D6 for the name of the
Rolled
ship.
5.
Cotton
The
rolled a
Wake's Call
5.
it is. Welcome, crew of the Wake's Call, a pirate ship. I'll fix some of my other ones when I get to them. Okay, so we find ourselves in the Keelhaul's Kiss, a tavern in the port of Calder. The four of you have been in here enjoying the last remaining scraps of your last spoils from the sea. And as you are enjoying yourself, there is an older man. He is enjoying himself in the corner with two other fellow sailors. They seem to be playing a game of poker. They are playing a little bit too loud and a little too rambunctiously for your liking, but it is the Keelhaul's Kiss, after all. It can get a little loud. After some time in the tavern. Actually, what is everybody doing in the tavern? Let's start with that. We have drinks on offer. There are games to be played.
I would be hanging out if there's a game of dice.
That is what the old gentleman is playing with his two friends. He's playing a dice, but there is other dice tables next to him.
Yeah, I think I'm hanging out with the dice table. Low bets, mostly using it to keep an eye on what's going on around and people watching a little more surreptitiously.
So at this particular tavern, there are two dice games being played. One is known as Liar's Dice, and one of them is called Roll the Bones. That's what the old man playing, but the table next to him is playing Liar's Dice.
That's what I'm playing then.
Okay, perfect. Lawson, what are you doing in the Keelhaul's Kiss?
Is there music being played?
Not currently. There is a drunk man singing to himself. It is about noon, so not too unsurprisingly. But
A little early,
that
but-
seems to suffice for the jukebox for this place.
Okay. Lawson is just is sitting at the bar. He's been nursing probably the same beer just the whole time. And is flipping through just reams of paper, like old journal entries, and is writing down whatever he can of our last particular adventure, and just kind of muttering to himself as he's kind of writing things through.
Perfect. Brother Seabrine, what, pray tell,
don't-
are you doing?
I don't engage in gambling or debauchery or the temptations of the flesh. So I'm just in the corner judging everyone who is doing those things.
Mm-hmm.
And
Naturally.
I also have a piece of paper out with a quill, and I'm writing down all the names that I hear while in this room, and tallying sins versus maybe not sins, and deciding which people might be worthy of the water.
In this particular tavern, the sins definitely outweigh the not sins. And lastly, Disho the Fisho. What are you sliding into here in the Keel Hall's Kiss?
It's feeling a bit wumpy in here. I'm just tossing down drinks. I'm going to brother, to Lawson. Come on, get some drinks in. What are we doing?
I've got mine. And will like toss it back, but keep his mouth shut to just like have the. I'm assuming it's like a wooden tankard. This place doesn't afford glass because it breaks every bar fight. But just like a big like fake quaff and sets it down. I'm still several drinks ahead of you. You need to keep up.
I don't know about that. That looks like a light ale. I'm tossing down stouts over here.
It's the wrong season for stouts. It's too. Have you tried this triple IPA that they make? It's delightful.
It's all right. Can't do with the bitterness, but I think right now I'm gonna have to hold on to my wig if we're gonna keep on moving.
I thought your hair looked too good to be real. Incredible work. May I?
Sure, but I gotta hold on to it.
And like runs the finger through the hair and does like a, and then sort of pulls the shrunken head up to the hair. Goes, what do you think? Good stuff. Thank you. And lets you go back, and then turns back to the writing and flips to a new page and is writing something down.
If you turn back, I'm standing right in front of you now. Have you tried water?
Me?
Me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just kind of coming in like between you guys as you were talking about drinks, and how about water?
What's the point? It's all around us.
See,
is.
Brian, the last time you gave us water, it was mostly salt, if I remember correctly.
It was.
The rest of us can't drink that swill, unfortunately.
Oh.
just fades away. You're gonna pop out of a box when no one's expecting you, and it's gonna be like, yeah, of course he's in there.
Who you
as
think
you are-
he is, Vox?
As you are talking about the drinks in this place, the swill and whatnot, 3 gentlemen walk through the front door. No, recognizing them, the bartender, as kind of brute of a woman. Now, I told you last time, and I ain't gonna tell you again. When you enter this place, drinks stay on the table, knives stay sheathed. Anyone forgets, and I forget to serve them. And they make an acknowledgement to the waitress. And as they walk in, the first one stands at the front door. He has a low taper fade cut in his hair and a scar kind of down the side of his cheek. His mouth looks dry and wet. Or dry and not wet. Those are opposites. His mouth looks very
This
dry.
man is a contradiction.
As if he doesn't talk very much. And the other 2 kind of enter in. They also keep their hair kind of short. One is wearing like the kind of a do-rag cloth tied up. And his eyes move from the bartender to the old man sitting in the corner. Bram, you salty dog, you thought you could get away from us. And the old man sitting in the corner, his eyes go wide. They are terrified of this man who has walked in. The other two gentlemen sitting at the table playing dice with him quickly grab their silvers and leave the table as these two other gentlemen walk up to the table. The third, the one with the wet, dry mouth, sitting at the front door. I finally caught up with you old goat. I have more questions for you, and this time, you're going to answer them. And the old man, "Oh, I don't know. I answered your questions last time. I really don't know anything about them. Now, my boss has come down on me, so I'm going to come down on you. I would like to ask the group, who has the highest
Presence?
presence? That's the word. That's the one I'm looking for. Presence.
+3.
+3 is high. Anybody can be a +3?
Nope.
All right. Brother Supreme, would you give us the first present roll? So you will roll a d20. You will add your modifier, and you're looking for anything higher than a 12.
Yeah, no. 2 + 3.
2 + 3.
I was gonna say
As these
like the ocean.
gentlemen,
I am always present, but
but never really aware. As you watch these gentlemen walk through the tavern, you don't really recognize them. They seem to have some sort of authority in this place, but where that authority is derived, it doesn't matter, BQ, because the only authority you listen to is the deep, actually, is below you. And they continue walking up to this old man. They kind of push him in his chair backwards so they can get a better look at him. Now, my boss, who you know, the great Captain Voss, they have told us you know a little something about the Starfall's Mercy. And that's a little something that we want to know. And you better tell us. And the old man continues, "Oh, I don't know anything about it. Please, I told you, I'm just an old man. I scrounge for silvers when I can. I got a problem with gambling. I got a problem with lying. I don't know anything. I don't know anything." And the second gentleman, the one who hasn't been talking, walks up to the old man, eyes him up, and gives him a soft punch right across the jaw. And the old man kind of reels in and grabs his jaw. And you can see kind of a tear rolling down his eyes as the kind of swelling starts to begin already on his jaw. Now Ketch doesn't like liars. And you're lying to me right now, I can tell. And he kind of leans in close to his ear. Now you tell me about the Starfall's Mercy, or I'm gonna drag you right out of here and throw you right back into the ocean that spat you back and spat you out. I really don't know. I swear. I was just lying. I wanted the people to like me, to think I was interesting. I swear. And the guy pushes him down in the chair. All right. But I'm going to find you. And you're going to tell me next time. And the two of them kind of leave out of the bar. The third one, with the wet, dry mouth, stays for a minute after, kind of looking over the scene before he leaves as well. I am going to pick Losen. Can you give me a presence check?
13 plus 0 for a 13?
Hey, 13 is better than 12. So I'll give it to you. After they have finished, you recognize the name Captain Voss. It belongs to another rival pirate group from yours. That of the Black Wake Raiders. The Black Wake, Reavers. I apologize. The Black Wake Reavers. These are a group of pirates that you have come to terms with, or come in clash with before. mostly them gaining the upper hand as they travel with a convoy of ships. You recognize these three fellas as part of the Reavers. If they are looking for something, you know that there's silver behind it. And so we find ourselves in the Creel Hall Kiss, this old man kind of cowering in the corner, kind of picking up his things, looking at his table. And as the other gentlemen were leaving, they took off some of the old man's silver as they left, as a collection for their wasted time. And this old man is sitting by himself with his dice, kind of looking around the room for anybody who would play with him. Anybody? I need to make back some of my money.
Losen, sort of seeing this bully and kind of like turn to Disho and kind of roll his eyes and grab another drink from the or grab the drink out of Disho's hand. That he, like, the fresh drink he just got, will grab it out of his hand and take his possessions over and sit down with this old man.
Did any of us recognize what Starfall's Mercy was? Have we heard that name before?
Because you asked me that question, give me another presence check. I can't really give you advantage because I don't think advantage exists in the system, but
How
I rolled a
attentive.
natural one.
a natural one.
Yeah,
Did you have heard of the
I just
Starfall's
wander off.
Mercy? So the Starfall's Mercy, it used to be this like wagon train that they would take from the east to the west, and you never really knew what happened to it. You remember reading something about it in the history books, but because it pertained to the land and not to the sea, you didn't really care. But yeah, it used to be in this old wagon train convoy that would go from east to the west to kind of offer protection. Long ago, it is now defunct.
A bunch of them died of dysentery.
Exactly. But this old man is now looking for fellow gamblers to partake.
Somewhere in the midst of all of that going down, Nayland would have stood up and started shouting at the other people they were playing with about how they were cheating. A little bit of fist slamming on the table, getting ready to like draw the knife, looking at the barmaid like, "You're lucky," and walking away with their own set of dice and some coin. Looking at the old man like, "You'll do." Sit down and start rolling dice.
Okay.
What do you play?
So he is playing a game called Roll the Bones. And I have rules for this game if we'd like to actually play it.
I would love to roll some.
I will
bones.
throw down.
Okay. All right. So this is Roll the Bones. You're going to need 3d6.
Yep.
Okay. The Roll the Bones is played in 3 rounds. Each round, you will bet more and more money. The way that Roll the Bones works is the player with the highest point total at the end of 3 rounds wins the pot. On your turn, you may roll 1 dice, and you will be safe. You will just add that to your point total at the end. You may elect to roll 2 dice. If either one of them rolls a 1, you are eliminated from the game. You may elect to roll 3 dice. If more than 2 of them roll a 1 or a 2, you are removed from the game. If neither of them, or if you are safe and still in the game, you will add the point total of the remaining dice. And that is Roll the Bones.
Are you able to put that into the chat, please?
Can type that up. I didn't. I should have.
Oh, sorry.
3 rounds. You can either elect to roll
1, 2,
1
3.
dice. Yep.
1
1 dice,
dice.
you're safe. 2 dice, if you roll 1, then you're eliminated. 3 dice, if you roll 1 or 2,
You're out.
you're out. Exactly.
Okay.
So it's a kind of
Okay.
a betting game.
Yeah.
So we will play on the first round. Who's all playing?
I'm in.
I'm in.
That's 1, 2.
I'll follow over.
I'm guessing
following your
Brother
lead.
C. Brine does not partake in debauchery. Okay?
This
So
would
we're
be a
gonna-
very specific sin to allow.
Exactly. 1, 2, and 3.
I do stand by though and judge.
The show.
To be honest,
Amazing.
he's a little creepy, but he's an excellent referee.
Okay.
I'm
All right.
honest.
So grab the dice that you want to roll for this round. We're gonna put them in our hands, and we're gonna roll them. Okay. On his first round, the old man elected to roll 2 dice, and he rolled a total of 5 points. Disho, the fisho, what did you roll, and how many dice did you roll?
Game's no fun. Rolled a 1.
Did you roll on how many dice?
2.
On 2 dice. You have been eliminated from the game. Naylan,
I rolled 2, a
2.
6, and a 1.
You have been eliminated from the game. Lotion,
Rolled 2 dice, got a pair
Yes.
of 5s.
pair of 5. That's 10. Perfect. So it's just you and the old man. Okay. We are going to go for round 2. And the old man takes 10 silver and he puts it on the table as his bet, which we should have done in the first round. But
If you're looking to make yourself whole, you'll need to bet a little bigger. And I will bet 20.
and he'll match it with another 10, and he puts 20 silver up on the thing, and he rolls his bones. Okay. The old man is elected to roll 2 more dice, and as he reveals them under his hand, he has a pair of 4s. Lucian, how many dice did you roll?
I have also elected to roll 2 dice. I rolled a 6 and a 2 for a total of 8.
8. Perfect. All right. It comes down to this third and final round. And the old man, he puts up another 10 silver, and his eyes kind of catch yours, and he looks down, hoping that you'll bet the same.
I live with a series of cutthroats and brigands and hooligans. Do I think he's gonna try and pull a fast one on this one? What's the trying to get a quick read on him in this moment?
Yes. Give me. Let's do a spirit check. I like that.
Oh, thank fuck! That's my wheelhouse. I get a +4.
You're kind of reading him, his aura.
That is a natural 20 for a 24.
Perfect. Looking at him, you can see kind of different various scars, bruising on his knuckle. His cheek, his chin is kind of starting to swell up. This is a man that if he was caught cheating, he fears death. I don't think he would cheat. You don't think he would cheat?
I will throw an extra. I will throw 10. I will match.
Okay. So now the pot stands at 20 for 40, 50, 60 silver.
And I will, of the dice that I have, I will scoot all of them to the side, except for 1. And just
Okay.
sort of sit there. throw
With
that
your 1
across the
dice?
bar. With my 1, and I'll just sit there with my hands like this and wait for him to roll.
And he will look at you as you pick up your 1 dice. He'll look at the score, and he will pick up all 3 of his dice. And he will start to roll them with a worried look in his face. And he rolls them onto the table, and he quickly puts his hands over his thing.
And I will do the same with my 1.
And as he raises his hands and he looks down, he has rolled 3 1s and has been eliminated from the game.
Without revealing the die, we'll sweep it off the table into his bag.
And it doesn't matter because no matter what it was, you cannot be eliminated.
But it is in some cultures, rude to kick them while they're down, as they say.
Exactly. So you sweep this 60 silver, and the old man kind of reaches for his little pouch that he had pulled the money from previously, and it is empty. But wait! I need money for food and whatnot. Perhaps we can play one more. I have something valuable to put up. And he kind of looks at you in the eyes. You're not with them, are you? Kind of pointing at the door where the three other gentlemen had left.
What do you think? And sort of give him this kind of unsettling, hoping for like an unsettling kind of stare.
If it helps, one of the weird things about Nayland is milky blue eyes that have scars all around them with extra smaller eyes popping out from the scales around. Just kind
Nice.
of tilting the cavalier hat up just enough
Definitely
to
double it down
show the
on
eyes.
the unnervingness. He is afraid of the four of you. You are ruthless pirates after all. But the other pirates didn't recognize you. So perhaps you're not with the Reavers. Well, what they say about the Starfall, all of it's true, you know. I just so happen to have been friends with people that found that ship, you know, and they told me how to find it again.
Weren't you just saying to those others that you were lying about that?
Yeah, but they're wicked folk. They were gonna beat me either way. And
There's
this is
this,
the
like,
last
big,
valuable
toothy
thing I
grin.
have.
You think we're not wicked?
Well, to be honest, I think you might be a little bit, but you also have all of my money.
You should see the tally in that one's book. How many sins we've committed.
I don't know if
Why
I want.
would we want to find a caravan on land?
As he says that, Nayland, that just doesn't ring true. Can you give me a presence check to kind of see if you remember
don't-
anything about the Starfall?
I don't trust the land. Land
That's a
lies.
4.
A 4?
It's
Okay.
a 4. I rolled a 5 minus 1.
How about you, Disho the Fisho? You're our last hope.
We're all
That's
gonna think.
Please, someone figure out what the fuck is happening with this plot, or this goes nowhere outside this tavern.
We got a
We're
gotta
looking
give
for
you
a,
big-
or a caravan.
13! Yes, that's higher than a 12. Disho the
Yay!
Fisho.
Woo!
You're a
The
salty sea sailor. You have
brains of the
heard the
operation.
tale of the Starfall's Mercy. The Starfall's Mercy was a treasure ship, lost 20, 30 years ago. Incidentally, 20, 30 years ago is when our adventure takes place, that of Duncan and Thane and of the rest. About 20 to 30 years ago, the Starfall's Mercy had disappeared. All hands lost to the sea. But what they did say is whatever it was holding was worth its weight in gold. It was worth the ship's weight in gold. And that's a pretty powerful treasure. Now, this old man claims to know where the Starfall's Mercy rests. Be it true or not, that's a very lucrative rumor.
Nah, let's hold on here. Those rat bogans had some ideas on this, what you call it, Starfall's Mercy.
Yeah.
Let's see what he's got.
And he kind of looks again around, waiting for no one to pay attention to him besides the lot of you. and he pulls out.
Give kind of like a menacing glare around at everyone to make sure they're not looking at us.
Yes, and he pulls out a small book, a notebook, a journal, a diary of some kind of his, and he flips through the pages, and he pulls out a piece of paper that he has folded. It is a parchment. It shows a map, that of an island that none of you are really too familiar with, and a small inscription written on the bottom. This is the key to finding the Starfall, and he shows it to you just so you can see what it is before he quickly folds it up before you can make any notes about it in your own brains. You can't really understand what it says on the papers. I am genuine that this is the real thing, and he kind of puts it on the table as a bet. But
Kind
I'm gonna need a lot of collateral. This is pretty expensive.
You're sure about this, Disho?
Man, I'm feeling like a right drongo. He knows a lot more than I do, but I'm putting money down on it.
If that's the last thing you have that's worth anything.
Yeah.
Are you looking for work?
You look at this old man. He is past his prime, probably in his later 60s. He does not have the body of somebody who can do ship's work. It is very tiring and toiling. That
How
was
are
our
your
left.
bones?
Mostly broken at this point.
He would make a good offering to the depths.
No.
And that is the second time he's been threatened with the depths in the last hour.
I'm kidding.
He's not kidding.
What do you have to match?
We can get you away from Catch and the rest of Captain Voss's jack-booted
But
thugs.
I think money could do that too. I'd say 600 silver is a fair match.
The way money falls through your fingers, I don't think it would help you much.
It would get me somewhere. And I don't think most of you have enough to scrounge up 600 silver.
No, I don't.
No, negative Ghost Rider.
So something more expensive would have to be
Pattern's full.
placed as a wager.
Name
And as
a
if on cue, a man walks through the front door. A man the four of you recognize. That of Captain Iron Hand Ivan, captain of the Wake's Call. Captain Ivan, can you please describe yourself?
As he comes to the door, you see a large, burly man, about 6'2". He has a scar on his left eyebrow going up. He's wearing a fancy hat, and he has a captain's jacket, naturally. But on his waist, as he walks, you see a rune-encrusted, gold-trimmed pistol on his side and a cutlass on his other. And as he comes up, I'm assuming I heard part of they need more collateral for this.
Yes. And you produce a bag,
And as
a pouch.
he comes up, he goes, this should cover it. And he puts a pouch down.
And the
on
old
the
man,
table.
confused, picks up the pouch and opens it and instantly recognizes what this is, as the four of you do as well.
This
What
should
is
cover it,
contained
then.
in this bag is a drug called ash. Ash is a very powerful drug. along with the hallucinations and the euphoria that comes with it. It possesses the user with inherent magical abilities during the duration of it. Ash is a rare resource because it comes from the bones of the undead, ground up. It can be snorted, it can be ingested, it can be injected, whatever you pray tell, smoked. But Ash doesn't come without its sidebacks. Over the 20 or 30 years that Ash has been made on market here in the northwest quadrant of the map, people have been coming back different when they die. Anybody who smokes ash or injects ash is marked scourged for the rest of their life. When they come back, they don't come back as a normal skeleton, but a scourged skeleton, an undead. The bones gray and black like ash. And it is from their bones that ash is produced. It is very expensive in a lot of markets. It is the drug. His eyes go wide as he sees this pouch on the table. I think, yeah, that would do it.
We're square then. And I look over to Lozen. Roll.
Aye, sir. with the look over to you, that's like, you know I hate this stuff. Like, you know that I hate that we have this and we're selling it because it's an abomination and I hate it. But we'll pick up 2 dice.
Okay. All right.
Just me, sir. Or is this? Can we all get in on this since it's all of ours?
By all means.
Yeah, everybody who wants to play can play.
Aye, sir.
Brian, you in? Captain said so.
No, he didn't.
Nah, one day that'll work.
All right. And so the old man is going to pick up 3 dice and roll them. Okay. Disho the Fisho.
3 and a
What'd you roll?
5. 8.
3 and a 5. Okay, perfect. Good roll. Nailin.
4 and a 6. 10.
Ooh, 10. Losion.
3 and a 4 for a 7.
7. Okay. And the old man rolled a 5, and a 3 for a 13. Okay. Since all the bets are already in, we'll just go to round 2. And the old man picks up 2 dice to roll. Okay. Disho the Fisho.
2 5s and a 6. For
2
16.
5s for 16. That puts you at top. Nailin.
2 dice. 2 1s. I'm out.
You have been eliminated. Lawson, the bosun.
2 dice, 3 and a 1. I'm out.
You have been eliminated. That leaves the old man who rolled 2 dice for a 4 and a 3 for a 7. We are almost all tied up here. It is the old man and Disho that are left. And the old man picks up his 3 dice.
Old man has a 20.
Yes.
What are the current scores?
What is?
So the old man rolled a 13 and a 7 for a 20. Disho rolled an 8 and a 16 for 20 something, 22?
24.
24. That's what it is. So Disho is in the lead. So the old man is picking up his 3 dice because he needs to win this all. Okay, Disho, what did you roll?
A 4. 1 dice.
1 dice and a 4. Brings your total to a 28. The old man rolls a 6, a 1, and a 2, and has been eliminated. Disho, you snatch up your little piece of paper, your fragment, and the captain, you grab your pouch of ash and place it back into your satchel.
And as I do so, I pat Disho on the shoulder, and I just lean down. And I go, "Hey, we'll get you something good to cook tonight." And I just pat him again.
I need a grog. Don't you ever do that to me again, Big Smoke. That was too much.
I just pat him again.
And as you guys are complimenting each other and collecting your winnings, a man at the bar sees you pick up your parchment and promptly heads out the front door as quickly as he possibly could.
Should we be concerned about that, Captain?
No, we should be concerned about it. Leave it now. We have adventure. Let's go.
You've got the map.
We have the map to treasure.
On our way out, I am going to, with the cup, like I'm going to grab a cup of water, and I'm just going to forgive the sins of everyone who is in my party as they are leaving, drinking water onto the foreheads of each person. You are forgiven for now. You are forgiven for now. You are forgiven for now. Captain, you are forgiven for now.
I thought I told. Okay.
I just hiss at you.
And
Losin's gonna leave, sort of as swooping up the dice with the offhand is going to pull out the 30 silver that he won from the old man, as well as like a little, like 10 extra, and just like sort of toss it in his like scatter it across the table in his direction. So, that's to get you out of here. And if Catch finds you and throws you in the brink, I will personally make sure you come out again. Don't let him catch you. And we'll shuffle off and leave.
Can I try and swipe some of the silver before I leave?
Absolutely, you may. Give me an agility check.
An agility for that?
Yeah,
That's only an 8. Dang. Tiny human.
Yep. So as you kind of move your hand towards the silver to kind of pick it up, the old man kind
I
of
was gonna use my
realizing.
tail.
Oh, even yeah, as your tail kind of sweeps up the table, it kind of moves it out of your tail's way as to like, I don't want to like offend your tail by letting it touch this dirty money, so he moves it over as close as he can to himself. Sorry.
That's the tightest I've seen you hold on to money. We might be able to teach you something yet. And we'll sort of, with a wink and a nod, a wink from both me and the shrunken head, we'll exit the room.
Following along behind Grumpy.
And as you guys leave the Keel's Hall Kiss, it is a short walk down to the docks, down to your ship, which sits anchored in the center port of this section of Port Calder. And as you are walking down, you see another small group of people looking in your direction, perhaps moving in your direction. One you recognize as Catch. The other you recognize as the man who kind of ran out of the bar when you had gotten your pamphlet, your piece of paper.
What's going on?
You don't. They see you, but they're pretty far away. You can see them
Gotcha.
moving towards your direction. If you were to leave the port before they catch up to you, now would be the time, or you could stay for an encounter in which they might try to get what you had just won fair and square.
Well, Dishaw, I think they're looking to plunder your recent winnings. Kind of like crack my knuckles a little bit, like I'm a bit tired of rolling dice.
We should avoid violence.
Reaching for my knives.
All good. Let's get moving. By the way, pointing at the brother, I'm using you as bait later.
Okay.
Fine. None of your fun.
Losen sort of is looking at Captain. The call is ultimately yours.
Captain, to help you with your decision, the Reavers are a very large group, probably made of 60 to 90 pirates amongst this convoy. If you were to start a bar fight here, it might not end well for you.
I
Your
think,
best bet
as
is
you
at
say
sea.
that, the captain's already making his way up to the gangplank, I guess it would be, up the
Down the port to the
and he yells back,
call.
"All right, at least leave them all there. 20 minutes. We set sail. Let's go. Get the sails
Okay.
down. Get the
Aye,
grog
Captain.
ready."
So everybody moves to the Wake's call. The Wake's call has, besides the 6 of you, a crew manifest of 24 random sailors. These sailors kind of come in and out amongst the crew. People looking for work, people not looking for work. They kind of want to stay in a port for a little bit long. So the roster kind of changes, besides a good solid 10 of you or so. Besides, obviously, the captain and his loyal crew. And as you make your way onto the call, you can see this group splitting off and making their way down to the other 2 ships, these sloops that sit on either side of you guys. And the call is pushed out of port and heads onto the high seas. That gives the pirate captain, Captain Ironhand, a chance to look at the piece of paper that was won in the game. And as you look over it, there is a fully realized picture of an island. It is an island that you haven't seen before, but you can look through your nautical records if you'd like to see if you can find something similar to it.
I would love to.
All right, give me a presence check for the captain.
I rolled a 14 plus 15.
Perfect. As you look over your nautical maps, there is an island that matches this description. It is a little bit of a days away in travel. It is a small island kind of far off to the north. If you set sail now, you probably could be there and back again before your rations run out. What's left on your ships from the last haul.
Hi, we have a heading. And I just start pointing around frantically to people, giving them orders, set the sails, bring up the anchor, make sure this is there.
Yeah, so the anchor is pulled,
yeah.
the sails are unfurled, the poop deck is washed, and the Wake's call sets sail into the high sea. I'll turn it around. High sail.
It was
What
a
an
very effective
incredible-
maneuver.
What an incredible U-turn. No one expects the nautical U-turn. Oh my god, this is so much ocean. Holy shit.
This is a lot of ocean. We're going to need it. And as you set sail away from Port Calder, sails unfurl behind you. Black sails. Sails of 2 sloops in pursuit. These 2 ships belong to the Black Wake Reavers, and they have the names, as you look through your spyglass, of the Devil's Dew and the Needlewind.
I would like to try to use my spirit to control the weather, to give
Okay.
us wind, or to have the wind blow against them. Either or.
Yep. So right now the wind is blowing in a westerly fashion. I will draw that on the map with probably white. The wind blowing westerly.
Hi, Brother
Westerly
Seabean.
direction.
Brian, maybe a quick prayer to change the winds in our favor.
Yes.
Okay.
And okay, so that is I'm rolling a 20-sided dice.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Okay. That is an 18.
Ooh.
Okay, perfect. That is enough. And as you kind of
So it was a DR10, and it said that if it is succeeded by 5 or more, I can also conjure or repel precipitation. I want to try to draw in storm clouds as well, and try to make it like ahead of us is clear, but maybe behind us, I want to try to obscure the
Okay,
vision to
okay.
be able to see where we're heading.
Absolutely, absolutely. And so you change the wind. Which direction would you like to change the wind to? Moving kind of more northerly? Right now it's headed a
what-
little westerly.
Where are we going, Captain?
Where are we going? North, right?
So you are
And this
headed north. So Port Colder is it is a east city. So you kind of come out of Port Colder and head north towards the islands that is mentioned.
Okay, in that case, I'm going to switch it to go north, but just local to us.
Okay.
Give us that tailwind.
nice.
So the winds start to wind and whine as they start kind of pulling, and you can see your sails fill with air as they are coming now behind you and moving your way forward. But the sails of the Nimble Wind and the Devil's Dew are being pushed westerly, and they are a little bit slower than you, but they are a smaller ship, so you are pretty much evenly matched as these ships kind of come in. And we'll move the ship up a little bit.
I also have my captain trait, Master of Sails, so we have a -2 DR on traits as well.
Yes, for ship
running
maneuvers and whatnot.
Maneuvers, yes.
Let me move these two ships over. So right here. They popped up. Okay. And you find yourselves being followed by these two sloops, kind of catching up to you a little bit as the westerly wind is kind of slowing them down, but their nimbleness allows them to propel themselves a little bit faster than the Wake's Call can, which I think I need to change on this. Wake's Call. There's a matches. Okay. As we are in pursuit, we are going to roll initiative. The way initiative works in this game is one of you will roll a d6 for your group, and I will take the lesser results. So I need one person roll a d6. Captain, you're rolling a d6.
Captain, we'll roll. I rolled a 3.
3. So that is 1 or 3. So you are going to go second in initiative.
Okay.
As these ships are kind of moving. So I am going to take my ships. And this is naval combat. It is pretty simple in this game. You either roll to hit or roll to be missed. I don't do any of the rolling. It's all up to you. There is more players than in a normal group, so when we do crew actions, there might be some doubling up or some people doing other things around the ship. So for my first turn with these ships, the Devil's Dew and the Needlewind, the first one is going to move. Normally they can move 4, but they are only going to move 2 because they are being pushed back by these storm clouds that are starting to form, and it is raining down on their ships. This one is going to move ever so slightly and do a maneuver to put him at 60 degrees, which then puts you in my fire range. It's kind of like this. Yeah, kind of just like that. Anything within this arc. Within 8 spaces, damage is doubled. Beyond that, it is just normal damage. So you guys have a brig, which has an agility score of 1. So I need somebody to give me an agility roll. That can either be the captain, or one of you could take your crew actions to help navigate the ship.
I can do it.
Okay,
Sure.
Captain, give me a check, agility check.
D20, right?
A D20, yep. And you'll add a +1 because the ship's
I
agility is a
rolled
+1.
18 plus 1 for 19.
18 plus 1.
Woo.
As this ship kind of comes around and is stuck in the heading, it turns its cannons as far up as it will go, and you hear the sounds of black cannonballs making their long journey across the ocean and kind of falling right below, right before your ship as they splash into the water. And that'll be their turn. It'll be your turn. Now, you guys are the crew of the Wake's Call, and you have several options. In the PDF that I sent you, there is a list of crew actions that you would like, if any of you would like to do any of those.
So are we doing the initiative thing where we re-roll every round?
We can do that. I'm not going to. I want to be a little bit faster.
Just checking. That seems like a lot.
It is.
Ship combat.
So it is the captain's call. You guys can continue to leave in a hot pursuit, or you can turn back and stick it to them. You are pirates, after all.
What's the the overall tempo right now? It's happening. So we're getting gusted forward, and they're kind of getting held back, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Well, not
that's
held
the
back,
whole-
but slowed a little bit.
Slowed?
You guys have definitely an advantage to go, whereas they're just kind of in the wind. They're not in irons yet, but they're in the wind.
All right. And if I want to do a maneuver to turn the boat fire and then keep going forward, would that be
You can do the maneuver bit,
Right.
but somebody else would have to fire broadsides.
got it. All right.
Because
Alright.
yeah.
I was thinking full sail for me.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Full.
To
Okay.
I'm
grant us-
yeah.
I'm gonna say it. Full sail ahead for now.
All right.
I will do that.
Okay.
Full
Anybody
sail
else doing anything
plus my
on the
agility.
crew?
Yes.
Because
So it'd be the ship's agility, which is a +1, plus your strength.
plus
For full sail?
agility. Full sail says
Sorry,
SPC agility.
sorry, it is. I'm reading come about, but yes, it is.
Yep.
I am wrong. It is your
I
agility
got a
score.
6. So
A
no good
6.
for me.
Okay. As you are kind of pulling on the rudder to kind of have this come about, or to pull the sails down.
Yep. I'm
They are
pulling
kind
on
of like
ropes,
stuck.
but the wind is pushing it a little more than I'm used to. And I'm
Yes.
struggling a bit.
They're kind of being pulled out of your hands, and the sails can't come all the way down, and so you're still being matched in speed. What about the rest of our crew? Disho the Fisho, what would you like to be doing on your ship?
Am I able to help Malin to kind of anchor this down? Try to move full sail.
Yeah, you can use your action. We'll double up on full sail.
That'll be a 15.
15.
Disho,
Okay.
help me!
That's a higher than a 12. So you kind of come over Disho the Fisho, and you grab these wayward lines as they come flying out of Nalen's hands, and you help them pull the full sail down, and you can catch. There's a big whoosh sound as the wind catches it, and you'll gain an extra hex of speed. We have Losen, the bosun.
What is Losen to do? Because we've already taken a full sail, and there's not a whole lot on the crew actions I can do. I would love to try and do quote unquote something else. To let the gang know that they're after us because we know something they don't, and if they catch us, they will use our skulls as drums, and that's bad for everybody. So let's please not do that.
Trying to inspire us.
A little bit of inspiration via fear.
So give me a presence check, and if you are successful, I will allow a bonus to some of the other crew moves.
Is there any way I could use spirit instead? As a spooky, creepy lad, wearing a severed head, being like, "You don't want him to take your skulls, do you?"
Oh wow. Yep.
Please and thank you.
Adding a little bit of magic to it. Yeah.
a little pizzazz to it. And as Losin is walking, he has pulled out his weapon, which is an old belaying pin with like rounded down shards of what looks like some black glass of obsidian that's been knocked into this this very old belaying pin, and he's kind of tapping it on the ship as we go. That's a 13. 9 plus 4 for a 13.
13 is higher than 12, and so that is
Hooray!
a successful inspiration. You scare the life out of these other pirates, who you thought you've seen it all, but they do not want to be pirated because they know what they do.
They don't want to get You know what we do to people. Wait till you see what they do to us.
So I will allow a +2 to anybody's crew actions for the next round when we go
Nice.
there. So looking back at the map, if I can find it, there it is.
So
You still have your speed, which is a 4
then we have
plus
plus-
1
With an
because you have
additional.
full sail. Yep. So it is now a 5. If you would like to move 5 hexes away, you may. Making it to the edge of the map, I will say, grants us leave.
It means
Perfect.
we got away.
You get away. Yep. Alrighty. That's everybody's crew actions. So now the other ships are going to start to move. I will move them up a little bit. He is going to follow this, make a maneuver, and go forward a little bit with his ship. I think you guys are outside of my range. Actually, you know what? I'm going to make one more. He will fire at you. As he kind of turns her out. Puts you in his sight lines, I believe. Yeah. Okay. Another ship kind of turns itself, and its cannons lock down on you. And fires. The cannonballs go flying. I need one more agility check from the captain. See if you
Evan, I rolled a natural
successfully dodge.
20.
Of course he does. Of course.
Yeah.
Usually that's what Curtis does. That's all he does is nat 20. All the time. So these cannonballs come flying. You're outpacing the cannonballs. You're going faster than the cannonballs can even catch you. And they are going to miss unsuccessfully. That makes it the last, the Wake's call. It is your turn again. What does the crew like to do this time?
I believe full
I'm gonna
steam ahead, right?
Yep. I'm going to stick
Keep
with full
going.
sail.
Yep.
5. Yeah.
So
Man,
I've
the
been on
sails,
back-
keep it up.
I've been on the back where I had cast my previous control weather. I want to try that again, but I want to try to create a wave or a gust of wind that hits the ship that just shot at us broadside. And I want to try to knock someone overboard, or to capsize the ship would be great, but to try to knock someone overboard.
All right. Give me a spirit check.
That is a 18 plus 5.
Freedom to the deep.
Into the deep. Okay. And as you pick up this wind, the wind picks up, the tides, or not the tides, but the waves start to pick up with it, and they start getting larger and larger, and they're kind of wailing on the side of the ship. Until one massive wave comes whiling over the thing, pushes onto the crew members and pushes them away from their cannons and backwards, and it flows all the way across the side of the ship and knocks 2 of them overboard.
Yes.
They go splashing into the water as the ship goes barreling past them, leaving them there.
Your bones
And
will
as
make
you-
fine reefs.
Exactly. What else? Disho and Losin and Nayland, what are you guys doing on the ship? Nayland, you're doing full sails. Losi and Disho.
So that is a dirty 20 with all of the bonuses.
Ooh. Perfect.
Um,
Yeah. To show what you got.
I'd like to throw out just a very tiny net see what we can catch on the way. With the speed.
This amount of speed. Woo! Yeah, give me whatever a net check is. Let's say we'll say strength.
Roll
Hold
for,
on
for
to
dinner?
that.
for drive-through.
Give me some of these crabs. Ooh, that's a 3.
Not again, Disho.
3. You throw this net out into the air, and you're holding on to the rope of it, and the wind, just how fast you're going, just blows it back onto the deck, and you catch one of the other crew members who are just kind of standing around. And
Nope.
they're just now covered in this dirty barnacle-ridden ship's nest. Ooh.
Guess
They
that's
stand there.
dinner.
And
Bad?
everybody dog piles onto him. Got him. And he's flapping on the deck. Woo, let me go.
Lawson's going to take his improvised makohitol and start, like, as he's continuing to sort of rally, he's going to start whacking against the wood, not to, like, get a whole sea shanty going, but as with that kind of rhythmic understanding, and start chanting in a language that I don't think anyone's going to know, or is very least, like, unfamiliar. And it is a lot of, like, sort of pulling from, like, it is from a isolated group of islands, much further south, from this corner of the world. But there is a feeling of more bad things to come, and the things in the night that will kill and eat you, unless we kill and eat them first. Again, a little bit of inspiration, but in the worst way possible. Terrible motivational speaker. Do you want me
And
to...
so- Yeah, give me another spirit check if you're trying to inspire them again. Yeah.
13 plus 4 for 17.
That is successful enough. These tales only get worse down the line. This is a weird tactic to scare your own crew into submission, but it is being very successful amongst the Wake's Call, as these sailors are working harder, trying to make sure that they get out through this with their lives. And everybody will have, again, this +2 bonus coming into the next thing. That leaves us with movement from the captain himself. You still have another 5 tiles of movement if you'd like to spend them. Perfect. You're getting very close to the border now. And we will move to the Needle Wind and the Devil's Due. The Needle Wind will move back, maneuver his 60 degrees, and move as far as he possibly can, being pushed back, having lost some of its crew members. The same with its
How's their
sister ship.
morale?
Their morale is not too bad. They've lost crew members to the sea before, and they haven't really sustained any damages yet. But
All right, fair enough.
they are getting upset that you are getting away so fast. But the morale is about to go down a little bit further. Anybody standing on the crow's nest of your ship with their spy glasses looking backwards, looking at these 2 ships following you, will spot the sails of a 3rd ship. A much larger ship. A ship with white sails and a large emblem logo painted on them. It is that of a skinned hand surrounded by seagull's feathers. This is a local sect of the Vidarian Order. The very few who keep order here at the seas in their giant man-of-war ship, closing in very fast on these other 2 ships. Let me put it on.
For no reason in particular, do you have a name for this faction?
I have a name for this particular ship.
Close enough.
The name of this ship, if it will pop up on the screen when I put it on here, is the Iron Vigil.
Yeah.
This is a pretty famous ship in these waters. It is a ship that the last call definitely, or sorry, the Wake's call definitely fears, captained by Mathis Cade, the old salt himself. He is a no-nonsense Vidarian and will easily sink your ship the first chance again. He has a zero tolerance for piracy.
Because all the Vidarians are always so chill, as we have seen.
Oh yeah, this one is definitely not a sense
Extra.
of honor and duty, but
Extra,
just loves killing pirates.
even less chill than the rest of the Vidarians we've met.
Yes.
Captain, what do you
Fantastic.
know about the Vidar? Captain, what has Evan told you about the Vidarians, and how much of it is propaganda?
I know very little about them. I'm about to learn a lot, I think.
So, for funsies, in the library, I did drop our World's Pantheon because I
saw that.
kept forgetting to do that. Oopsie doodle.
Yeah, I was
Velos Vidar
confused,
is under the banner of war.
I was
Got
confused by that a
As
little
she
bit
should be.
because I saw Ahura Behe listed at the top, and then there was a bunch of like demigods and like lesser deities listed below. Was it like in like a hierarchical order, or like what was
No,
like one
not
one
necessarily.
all-powerful god?
It's
and the
an
rest of
opposite
them
order. So like
cosplaying?
the weakest ones are on top, and the strongest ones are right on the bottom.
Naturally,
I also
right?
think there is a god missing from there because I had made one for the 10 Candles game as well.
Yes,
Oh,
and I
cool.
couldn't remember what it was, nor where to find it in my notes. So
I will
I'll
send
grab
it to
that
you
at
after
some
we are
point.
done. Yeah, after we're done with this.
Thank you.
Okay, so
Also,
it
I
is
need to fix this
the
freaking-
rival pirates' turn. Da-da-da. They are going to not draw a circle. Are going to move as close as they can. I'm going to do 2 last shots on the Wake's call. If I could give 2 agility checks from
Got you.
my pirate captain.
First one's a 12. Wait, I have a plus
First one's
2,
a
right,
12?
for the motivation?
Yes, you do.
14.
I don't know. 14.
They don't want to
Well
get
done.
fucking shot.
Yep.
Yeah,
And the other one's
the
18.
pirate, the captain doesn't want either. 18.
Yeah.
Again,
And I do have
these cannonballs start coming flying, and they're just splashing right below, right behind the aft of the ship, the bow of the ship. Actually, I think.
bow is
As
front.
you guys are,
No,
bow's the front,
you got it
aft is
with-
the back. Yep.
after the rear.
Yep.
Or stern.
Yep. Yes, and then port and starboard. Port and
I have
starboard.
that.
That's
Yeah.
different because I'm flipped on my camera.
Yep. Port is
Evan,
left, starboard is right.
I have one
Yep.
question. I didn't yell to or say unfurl the pirate flag yet. So does it look like the paladins are seeing just a random ship getting shot at by pirates right now?
It sure does,
Yeah.
and,
okay.
and it has come to
good.
assist.
Perfect.
So
Very
this
considerate
ship,
of them.
very considerate.
I do want when the time comes that the captain does say unfurl the flag thing.
There will be a time.
Lower the colors.
Lower the colors.
And so these two take a shot on you as the man of war comes into contact with these two ships, and it fires its own volley, and it is louder than the thunder of the storm that has been conjured up as all of these cannons fire off of this man of war, and it's just a sea of black cannonballs flying and through the air. And a couple of them strike the Needle's Wind, and takes out like kind of chunks of the ship as they are now moving to retreat and getting away from this kind of slaughter that they're going to about to find themselves in. They are a lot faster than this man of war, so they are kind of breaking pursuit from you guys and moving left and right. And I'll give you one last turn as your ship. If you guys would like to do anything different than you have already, or you can just let the captain sail us on out of here.
That's my plan, is to sail out unless
The-
someone has something.
No. You're the captain. You're the boss.
All right.
Then I offer up all the dead to the deep.
Off the dead.
Whoever was left.
There is no
alive.
dead. It's just the man that got caught in the net. You gotta unload him. Like, all right, here's a sacrifice. They'll throw him off the ship.
No,
Anyone
his
on-
bones were
on that
good.
Oh, that was a ship's cook. Fuck.
Yes.
Without any further to do,
Any of our-
if there's nothing to do, the
And
Wake's
we're out.
call will travel out of here and further into the sea. Ba, 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 ba. And
Title
this, I
card.
believe, is as good as any place to take a bio break should we need one. It is now 8:30. If anybody needs to use the bathroom quickly, well, not quickly, I'll give you like 5-10 minutes. We'll say 8:40. We'll come back.
I could take.
Uh,
I could take a 10.
Okay, we'll do a
All
10
right, back in
bathroom
10.
break. Back on.
All right.
Perfect.
Thank you, 10.
How you doing, Pirate Captain? How you feeling?
I think I'm doing good. You know,
Good,
a little
good.
nervous, but I'm doing good.
Yeah,
You
well,
got us
it
out
is
of the
what it is.
scrum.
Got
Yeah,
us
there we
out of
go.
it. That was fun though. Yeah, I saw two
So,
boats come up. I'm like, ooh, I'm scared. Sorry.
Yes.
I was gonna ask, what are we calling these flayed hand boys?
Ooh.
The
Again,
flayed
for
hand boy.
The flayed hand
I didn't-
boys.
The flayed hand boy. Were just normal flesh and skin, is what I meant. They weren't flayed.
Okay. Okay.
And they had gulls, feathers as the wings for them. This is
Nice.
a part, Eric, of the Vidarian order. There are different
Okay.
sects. Each one of them has different symbols, either a fist or a feathers. Kind of changes depending on which faction it is. And this one will have the regular hand, but the gulls, wings of
I like-
feathers.
I like that, representing like the naval side of it.
Yeah.
a little
So,
bit, yeah.
every person at the table thus far has helped create a god or a variety of paladins, because paladins were
Okay.
kind of important, mildly important for a little bit. So everybody developed the paladin order for a different series of gods. And Velos Vidar is what Evan helped come up with.
and it
Nice.
is who Duncan Dubois follows. He's a Vidarian.
Nah, got it. I love that idea that everyone's kind of creating part of the world, and then you get to see it. Like this is a
Yes.
little. I saw everyone's face light up when Evans explained it. Like a little Easter egg for everybody. I thought that was so cool.
Yeah, and it's been really cool to have everyone like invested in the world, because they're helping to build it. Like even with the side quests and stuff. Yeah, it's been lovely because then I don't have to come up with literally everything, and I can
Right.
leave players to go off the rails with things like whoever
Yeah.
these people are.
I mean that and yeah. I feel like it's
Yeah.
good too. Like you have a lot of creative people. I can just like first impressions. I can tell everyone's super creative and they just love doing this so much, which is awesome to see.
That's what we're here for.
Yeah,
This
It's
is
really-
week 45 in a row. We haven't missed a single game.
that's awesome. Our
and
Sunday
I-
session's been
Ugh.
per,
You're saying like 2 years?
Yeah,
Yeah,
2 years,
we've gone
and
2
we
years
played
strong now.
almost every like some things pop up like weddings and somebody can't
Mhm.
make it, but it's rare. I think we're still in the 90 percentile for attendance, right? I think, Evan?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But everybody shows up. Everybody's excited to play. We
Yeah.
didn't play this last week. We had a sidebar because even like on the days that we don't play, we do have like D&D event kind of things.
Right.
One of our players is in Japan right now. So
Yeah.
we had like this kind of
My
just
wife.
fun side group. Yeah, Eric's wife.
Nice.
But yeah, 2 years, and I don't think we're any closer to
Still
the
going.
end than we were at the
No.
beginning.
If anything, we get more questions.
Exactly.
Always. Is this the campaign that y'all are doing like warfare and stuff for?
Yep.
Mm.
They're
Mhm.
raising an army.
Nice.
I'm pretty excited to start using them again. It's been a while.
So Eric, I will be pestering you for some lore of your game at some point, because now I want to know.
Yeah.
And why
Feel
would I
free
ask Evan?
anytime. Feel free
Evan
anytime.
knows too much.
I know all of it.
I can tell you from my character's point of view.
Oh, that'd be sick.
Yep.
Which is the unreliablest of narrators of the 5 of them.
Yep.
Well,
Alistair
I don't know the
canonically makes no
others,
notes.
so it's the best narrator I got.
That's true.
Yeah,
Uh,
Alistair,
Evan, you did-
he's an interesting guy. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
What you saying, Andrew?
I'll be
Yeah, Evan,
right
you didn't hear it when Colin had come down here because I was muted, but he had said, "Hi, Big Evan. Hi, Big Evan."
Oh, he knows
He was
me.
waving when he
Oh,
was
hi,
waving
Colin.
when he was waving
I haven't
when
heard
he was
him.
waving before. He was waving at you specifically. It's like, "Oh, it's Big Evan."
Okay. Big Evan and that's me.
It's pretty funny. He's a cute kid. I think I'm partial. Hard to say.
He seemed adorable when he was on
This
camera.
is awesome. Yeah, he's great. Yeah, he's very photogenic.
Mm-hmm.
Gets that from his.
That's how
mom,
my
I think.
brother's kids are. That's how Cole's kids are. Is they're just like little Cabbage
Mhm.
Patch kids. I've never seen more photogenic kids than Cole's. It's ridiculous.
How are they doing? Calling them.
Oh, they're doing pretty good. Toby's already walking. He's starting to talk. Lila and Elena are like, they're like little women already at this point. They have their life straightened out. They know exactly what they want to do. You know, they're bosses. They're
How-
running the roost out there.
How old is Lila now? She's the oldest, right?
Lila
Gotta be
just
five
Lila's
or
older.
six.
She just turned 4.
Oh, she's only 4. Okay.
Yeah, she had her birthday in February or in January. January 21st is her birthday, so we just celebrated her 4th
Oh,
birthday.
dude.
Elena
Collins
is
is the
2, and
22nd.
oh, that's like funny. And
just
Elena
1 year
just
off.
turned 2, and Toby still has yet to hit his first or his no, Toby's 1. Toby's 1. I got the
That's cool.
dates wrong.
Yeah, that's awesome. We just got Colin registered for preschool today. Their registration opened, so we jumped on it right away and got a spot. So that's not until September, but it's exciting.
Preschool is definitely an interesting time. I remember when I was in preschool that like having to separate from my parents, like I don't get to see them all
Mhm.
day. I know how Colin is with that, but I can imagine it's gonna
Yeah, he's pretty awful. Derek knows. We all did a cabin trip. Well, we did a cabin trip this weekend. Derek was present for. Colin was really. I brought Colin with me. He was really good the first day, and he was an absolute nightmare the second day.
Yeah, just
I think. You guys said he was fine, but oh man,
just full of energy. It's
freaking stuff.
tough when he's like the only toddler around. Did you guys get a haircut
Yeah.
today?
No, but he looks good though. I don't know if Kylie just had styled it or what, but
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how you guys were, but
Nice.
like preschool I was fine because I think I knew it was only a few hours. Once I got to kindergarten, that's when I
Yeah.
lost it. When it was like all day.
yeah. Yeah, it's only 2 hours twice a week, so it'll be a little easier.
Mhm.
Preschool kid.
Definitely
I went to the
exciting
YMCA
time,
for
yeah.
those.
Oh yeah, I
Uh,
did. I took Colin to the YMCA a couple times last year, and he hated it at first, but he ended up getting pretty good with it, and it was about the same amount of time, like 2 hours each time. So I think
Yeah.
he'll be fine.
That's cool. I learned how to swim in kindergarten essentially because of the swimming classes of it. So it was nice to get all that in, I guess.
That's awesome. Where are you from, Eric?
Pennsylvania.
Down the street from me.
Evan is literally a stone's throw away from my house.
You feel real
Is
hard.
it I guess
So
Is it
there's two
Bloomsburg?
of you nearby.
Now
Nantucket.
there are two of them.
Now there are two of them.
That is a running joke in this campaign as well. Yes,
Mhm.
Eric lives down the street from me. We both live in Nanticoke,
Mhm.
which is in the Wilkes-Barre area.
Okay.
All right. We'll call
Yeah,
it
Concrete
Newport.
City.
Concrete City.
Have you been?
I've been there a couple times. It's pretty cool.
That's cool. Yeah, it's cool out there.
Spooky.
My house across the street is a dirt or a gravel path that goes down to an old cemetery, and then from there you can take all back trails and hit Concrete City. So you have that. You have the
There's an
Orange
old
Lake
mine
there too.
out there too.
Hey.
Yeah,
Red Lake.
yeah.
There's an old mine
Oh.
everywhere out here.
There's
That's true.
You ever see Jurassic Park? You know those giant T-Rex barriers they have? They have those out
Mhm.
back there around a old mine shaft opening, and there's endangered bats there. And then it looks like it's a scene out of Jurassic Park because they just blocked it off so nobody can get to those
Wow.
bats. And it's a cold cave too, so
That's-
you go down, it's just ice all inside the cave, the whole time. It doesn't matter what
Well, that's
season it is. It's
fascinating.
just cold. Yeah, I didn't believe
You
it until my
found-
wife took me out there. I found
I'm
Jurassic
gonna
Park.
have to Hester.
You found another word to add to cave that makes caving even less fun.
That's ice. Which one?
Dude, I love Spelunky.
Jurassic Park.
Like that
gates?
sounds great.
Spelunking is such a good time. Welcome back,
Spelunking is
friends.
cool until it's like you're crawling into the little
Until
fucking
you're
death caves.
stuck.
And you're stuck
Yeah.
in like the devil's sphincter part of the cave, and it was
Yeah.
like, oh man, 9 people died there last year. Guess we're making it 10.
I can't. Those videos are wild. Just caving. I don't
No,
understand.
I'm good.
the
I'm good
hobby,
without
but-
that.
Yeah, same.
Yeah,
No.
not for me either.
I get scared
I'm
if
gonna
I'm
have to
stuck under
test
my
our bat
blankets.
biologist now about that.
I don't remember what they were. I can ask Ashley though. Well, she's.
Anywho,
She's in Japan.
welcome back, friends.
Anywho,
It's 8:42.
it is 8:42. We are on the high seas on the Wake's Call, having just left a confrontation between two of the Black Wake Reavers and a third ship, the Iron Vigil, that kind of came to pull them off of you. We know that it's going to be
Guys.
a couple of days travel to this mysterious island that no one really travels to anymore. What would we like to do to pass our time for these couple of days? Maybe see what happens.
Would anyone like to go swimming?
With you around? No. Thank you. Enjoy your dip.
Just me? Yes. Just me? I'm gonna tie a rope around myself
Mhm.
and go swimming.
Perfect.
I'm gonna look at
Yeah.
that rope a few times while he's down there and just like hold my knife very close in hand and be like, "Don't do it. Not today."
I go down. When I swim out and then down as far as I can, just as like the pressure starts to
Mhm.
build, and I hold my breath for as long as I can, just before like darkness starts to take to like the
I mean,
edge
I
of
could
my
tell you
finger.
exactly.
Right.
It's
1
your
plus
toughness.
toughness
score.
minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's many minutes.
I think my toughness is like negative something, so I'm pretty sure like I just automatically die when I touch the
No,
water.
it's maximum.
So it's-
As someone also with a negative, as someone
It's
with a negative 4
DR12.
toughness, it's a 1 minute.
Yes. So
Minimum
One
1
minute.
minute.
as you jump into the water,
DR12.
you're like, I want to be part of the deep so bad. You just start sucking in water.
I just drown myself.
Just give him a big straw. He'll be fine.
The rope starts flailing just a little bit, and I know that's when it's time to yank him back.
Pull it in.
As you're in the water and you're swimming around, something bonks your head as you come up to the surface. It is a piece of wood, a piece of driftwood, and then another, and then another. As the ruins, the remnants of a broken ship come careening past the Wake's Call. There are various boxes and crates floating in the water. Something floating catches your eye. It is a piece of leather.
I'm gonna check it out.
Okay. Okay. You find this kind of rolled up piece of leather floating on the surface, tied with a nifty little ribbon, kind of frayed at the ends as it's coming apart. It has been floating on the water for some time. And you acquire yourself a floating piece of leather kind of rolled up in a tube.
Yes.
And you are pulled
Um,
back on ship as all of this kind of these ship remnants kind of come floating past to save you
So-
from being cut.
No,
Um,
I'm gonna
well-
leave him down there just long enough.
Okay. Just long enough.
To
So he keeps
take a
getting
few
his
of those.
bunk.
Um,
bunk.
He's like shouting to be pulled up, and I'm talking to somebody with the rope in hand, like yeah, ignoring him for a little bit.
before I get pulled up, can I go underwater just like 2-3 feet and look out across to see like where the light is going into the water? Do I notice any bodies suspended in the water here?
Give me a presence check because it's been a while. They might have started to float down.
That is a 14.
14. You don't notice many, as some of them are kind of floating too far down into the water, but there are two kind of in that suspension state where the air has existed in their bodies as it kind of is rotting, but it isn't enough to fully put them back up on top of the water. So they're starting that sinking process as there's like kind of bubbles floating out of them. But they are
And
close enough that you could swim and grab them if you'd like.
that's okay. I look at them, and I withholding my breath, like trying so hard to be one of them, but I just can't let this water in.
Mhm.
And then I feel the pull, and then I get yanked out. But I'm just staring at these things, like imagining that I'm one of them.
I could be-
Captain, what do our mental health benefits be like? Because me and Brother Seabright needs some help.
You want mental
First, I
health
think Brother
benefits?
Seabright
Pulls out
is
a
the
bag and
therapist on the
dust.
boat.
We voted. It's a democracy, and we have pronouns here. Like how we're woke pirates.
Yarr.
Yar. You do we respected me pronouns here. We don't do with misgendering.
And
And then I
as
come
you
up.
are pulled onto the surface, up onto the boat, your leather your leather roll kind of in your hands as you are pulled onto the deck. As you kind of regulate yourself back to the normal air.
With them around, I'm gonna unroll this piece of leather.
Perfect. As you unroll this piece of leather, it is wet. It is a little wet and dry at the same time, somehow. You see
Another enigma.
you do see some words burned into the leather as to keep them for record. And you see kind of a small path that has been drawn and some compass directions that lead not too far from here, the way that your navigator can tell you. It leads to a series of an archipelago of islands. And written, kind of burned into this, is a riddle. Southwest of the lagoon, you will find a sight rarely seen. Find the strange seashell under a blanket of green. And that is a lead you may pursue if you'd like, or you could keep heading towards the Starfall's Mercy.
Ugh. I hate riddles. I'm just gonna throw it back in the water. No, I'm just
Okay.
I'll share that. I'll share that with
There's-
everybody.
There's this shadow that kind of moves over you because I'm fairly tall, like 6.5, 7 feet tall. What did you find this time? Another corpse.
Yes, but also this, and I'll read it aloud. I'll repeat what Evan has said, but in the creepiest way possible.
I will read it again as creepily as possible.
That's okay.
of the lagoon, you will find a sight really seen. Find the strange seashell under a blanket of green.
I say it just like that.
Just like that. It's perfect.
I like hunch my back and everything when I do it too.
And so the coordinates that are kind of listed on this piece of leather really aren't that far from you. If you wanted to make a small detour, it'd probably add a couple of hours or so to your journey, but potentially it might be something under this strange seashell.
A seashell out here. Seriously?
In a
What
lagoon
kind of riddle is
under
that?
a blanket of green.
Hmm.
One that
Just
rhymes,
kind of like-
so you know it must be true.
Gesture around. I assume we're seeing like trees and things on various islands around us.
There are a couple of islands way off in the distance, but this is still mostly open sea.
I see.
Captain,
Yeah, good luck finding much green aside from myself. 'Cause I have verdigris colored scales, touches of copper underneath.
I will bring it to the captain.
Hey, what is it? I'm in my quarters right now, just staring and studying the first treasure map we got. So
The
I'll lay
piece of
out
paper.
this. I'll lay out this this piece of leather. Again, repeating southwest of the lagoon in a place rarely seen, and a seashell under a blanket of green.
do I recognize where it's indicating at all, Evan? Would I have that in my records? Like,
That is something you
There's
would
coordinates
have
too.
in your coordinates.
Alright.
That you can
Coordinates.
easily look up on your map. It does point to a series of like islands not that far from you. It is a little out of your way
An island.
east, but yeah, or sorry, westerly.
tell you what,
Personally, I
are you
think
saying
that this could be a good lead, but Nayland thinks that islands don't exist. At least ones that have green on them, I think, or something. I wasn't really clear on that.
we were just nailing? Yeah, it's not that far out of the way. Yeah, treasure. I seem very distracted with the first part of the information we got from the bar. Yeah,
Mhm.
sure. Tell them the heading toward this. Then it sounds good. I kind of just brush you off a little bit.
Are you okay, Captain? Do you want to?
I look up. I
Is
think
it
this is the first
one
time
of
I
my
meet you
ministry?
guys. Brother, I'm okay. I just need I need to study this for right now. Yes, this sounds great. Let's head there. It's not that far out of the way. It'll raise morale if we find some treasure anyway.
Okay. I'll come out and I'll hand the riddle to Nayland. We're gonna go find some green.
Fine, whatever. You know I can't read this. And I'm gonna wander off toward our navigator and start passing on the directions of like, Captain wants us to follow this. Do you know of any lagoons? Get us where we need to go. Start wandering to the rest of the crew, passing orders out to them as well to get our heading correct.
Looking for the heading, adjusting. You kind of set your sails a little northwesterly to intercept the coordinates of these islands. And we will move to these islands as you spend a fair day's travel getting towards them, as the waters become a little less choppy and a little more calm as you reach these islands. Doop, 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 doop. So it switches over.
Oh.
Then you find yourself at a series of 5 islands. Which one the riddle refers to is unclear, but it is the one with the lagoon. Or is it?
My guess is it's the one in the southwest.
You can start heading towards any one of these.
The anchor one.
The anchor one.
Though
That
it's
one
closest
has less
anyway.
green though. The other one has more green to it.
Well, the lagoon is rarely seen. So maybe it's only present when the tide is low, or it is very small.
Southwest of the lagoon is a site rarely seen. I'm seeing a lot more green on the leeward side of this island than any of the others. Not to eavesdrop, I couldn't help it.
I can drop a
No, it's fine. I was about to ask you anyway.
Okay, which island would we like to head to first?
I think we're in agreement on this one.
Top right. Perfect, perfect.
Yes.
And you guys make your
Yep.
sails that way. After some time. Da-da-da-da-da-da. And you pull up, and you
We
guys
sidestep
get
him.
out
Skirt.
onto
Glory
your
to the deep.
island.
We made it through.
And you find yourselves on this island that has this large lagoon in the center of it. A lagoon being a body of water that is encapsulated from a second body of water. And we depart. Who is looking for this treasure? I'll need a presence check, or we'll do a presence or strength check to see if we can find it.
I am looking. I think that this is a reward from the deep for my service.
Years of service, absolutely. Give me a presence or look for it.
19. 16.
Can I do a strength to help push through the greenery and
Absolutely.
get us closer as well? That's a 17.
Perfect. Using your strength, you kind of move a lot of these trees and stuff out of the way. And on the southwest island, our section of this island, you guys look all through the sand until, Brother Seabreen, you see a seashell that stands out amongst all the others. It is a bright blue conch shell with these dark purpley inlays into it. It is unlike something you've ever seen. It screams very much the deep. And below it is some freshly moved sand.
This is a reward for faith. And I'm going to lift up this shell. I'm going to check the sand that has been recently disturbed. I'm just digging through it to see what's in there.
And you are going to start to dig and dig until when you come about maybe a foot into the hole, your hand hits off something hard underneath the sand. And
I'm going to continue digging and I've used my shovel.
You'll use your shovel. Perfect. And your digging goes a lot faster than if you were just using your hand.
Captain seems like he's found something.
What do you got there?
Something found in
I
me.
come over and
Something found. I pull it out.
go on, dig it up.
And
Start
as you dig it up,
hoisting whatever it is.
you pull out this small treasure chest. It is has a simple latch on it. It is not locked. It has kind of these silver inlays on it. It is nice and ornate, but isn't too fancy. And you have given yourself one treasure you may open to discover what lies inside.
I do that.
Perfect. Okay. As you open up this treasure chest, it is filled with silver. 300 silver, in fact. And there is one piece of item that lays on the top that is not made of silver, but it is made of this turquoise blue color. It looks like a koi fish scale. But, Brother Seabrain, as someone who follows the deep devoutly, this is of no ordinary fish. This is a mermaid scale. A very powerful relic indeed. If eaten, it can allow you to breathe underwater for up to 4 hours.
I'm going to look to the others and attempt to pocket them.
Nailing, you are down there with Brother Seabrain. Would you like to give me a presence check to see if you can spot his unbecomingness?
Sure. Fantastic. That's a 2.
Is it two? You do not see him. If anything, he's just kind of riling his fingers through this silver, mixing in this mermaid scale before he kind of grabs it and pockets it.
Though I have many eyes, they do not function very well.
I don't
And
want
the
the
treasure
silver,
ship-
but I will take this shell, and I'm going to hold it up to my ear. Can I hear the ocean?
Is there a crab inside that pinches his ear?
There is no crab inside the pitcher's ear.
Sorry, conch
And you
shell is
can-
a snail. My bad.
You can hear the whisper of the ocean on the inside. It is low and rumbling, but it is there.
I take that too.
Pretty enough. Enjoy it. And I'm gonna hoist the chest up on my shoulder and start passing it up out of the hole.
You do admit, though, that this happened by faith. What were the odds that we would find this just in the ocean?
We found it in the sand, but that's beside the point.
And as the
And I'm gonna
Standard.
climb
treasure
my way out of the hole.
is pulled aboard the ship, there is one man who must answer to it first, and that is the very captain, the pirate captain Ironhand, as he comes to claim his rightful piece. As with any good pirate crew, there is a 40-60 split. 40 of it goes to the captain, 60 of it is split amongst the rest of the crew. In this case, pirate captain, give
that
yourself
sounds like a lot of math.
120 pieces of silver. Everybody else in the
Okay.
crew will gain 30 of the remaining 60%. Or
I will
Yeah.
give my
Still a
30 to the captain.
Okay, so
Thank you.
Okay.
For
give yourself
That's
150
Right.
silver, captain.
All right, brother. We wouldn't have found it wasn't for your expeditions you do. You sure don't want to keep it?
I have my treasure.
Very well. Fisho! Disho! Disho! I keep calling. Bring out the grog. It's time to celebrate.
Just show the fish.
Aye, mate.
We got treasure tonight.
I'll be out.
Yar.
Got a bit of Tucker.
And then with that, the captain congratulates everybody for finding treasure, and then he excuses himself back to his quarters, and then telling everybody if we should bring up the grog. Let's celebrate tonight. Let's play some music. We'll anchor here for the night.
And you guys do vary that. Grog is brought up. Jubilation is to be had. Money is passed around. Tales are told and songs are sung. Many a sea shanty. And you guys hunker down for the evening. And as the sun rises on your drunken fellow sailors who are groggy, they wake up and start to perform their anchoring procedures to raise the anchor and proceed onto the sea once more. Treasure in hand. And you guys quickly leave these islands and head back northward towards this Star Falls Island. This island that has been lost.
If anybody was searching for me for whatever reason, I was sleeping in one of the dinghies off the side of the boat. Tail kind of like draped out over the side, hearty snoring going on.
That's like
But as
that's
soon
probably the
as
perfect
watch
place
is
for your
called,
character, because like ships are smaller down low, so
it's
that would
great.
be perfect.
So yeah. As soon as call is called, though, or
Hmm.
as soon as watch is called, I'm up and at it and shouting orders once again. Probably bullying the people who are still hungover because they are weak.
You are weak.
Weak and hungover, you cowards.
How dare you? Okay.
Somebody
And
pukes on the deck, and it's like, nope, you're scrubbing that. Get to it. Off we go.
and as we off we go, heading northward once more. And after a days of travel, land is sighted in the distance. A large, relatively small island exists out there.
Another enigma.
As you guys, there is a lot of enigmas in this pirate.
This is a truly magical place.
Here in the high
Wet but
seas.
not wet.
Wet but not wet enough.
Large but somewhat
Large
small.
but relatively small. Relativisticness is incredible.
Large to you because you guys are only at max. Like
Because
6 to
we are
7 feet. But small when it comes to how large islands can be. But you do find yourselves coming up to this large but relatively small island. And looking at your notebook, the piece of paper that you received from the old man, pirate captain, it tells of how the ship was placed in hiding and barricaded with stone to kind of protect it. And as you kind of come up to this island, you notice that there are several inlets into the island itself, but only one of them has been covered with stone.
I think just be it.
And you pull the ship inward.
Looking at the stone,
Yes.
is there any indicator in the clues that we should go off and search for it, or is there, or we should break the stone down to get into what was once not covered?
The piece of paper does not tell you.
Right.
You can possibly do either of those. You could probably park your ship in the bay and shoot it with your cannons, or you could find a less intrusive path in. That
Looking
is the
around, are there any
Yes.
sort of signs of others in this place? Somebody that might be watching for our approach, anything like that?
As you come up to the island, there are various animals that are watch your approach. There are birds flying in the air, hogs kind of running around on the beach. But there is no sign of other life. This island looks relatively undisturbed as of late. It may have been many years since someone has happened across this place.
Well, Captain, what are we doing?
Fire or not to fire?
That
How
is
much-
the question.
how much-
The
How much black powder do we have?
Well, considering you
Call
didn't
for
fire
report.
one, you are pretty much full on
Full?
guns for right now.
Plenty. Yeah.
Unless somebody's been eating it, we should be clear.
Oh.
No. That's fair.
this
Losen.
where it's been like where this barricade is, does this go into the water?
Yes.
Or
So
is it-
you're kind of looking at the bay. There is this large wall of stone boulders that looks like it has been crashed down to cover this, possibly a hole beneath it. the walls kind of descend into a cliff face that kind of keeps going into the island itself. Possibly an entrance could be found that way, or a hole could be blown in and discovered through that way as well.
How many
We
smaller boats do
could-
we have? Oh, sorry.
You have one dinghy that you guys can kind of take off if you'd like.
we could anchor here, and one of us, I could swim underneath and see if there's a way through. We could swim through and reach the other side, maybe.
I
Be
can
more
also
delicate.
swim down. Make sure we get this one back.
Aye. Do that then. Scout ahead.
Aye, Captain.
And so you guys anchor the Wake's Call off to the port, or off to the side of the island as you all disembark and head towards where this cave kind of wall is as it lands into the beachfront coast. With the tide being low, the base of this rock wall is in the ground. It is kind of just sitting there. Swimming in doesn't seem to be a viable option until the tide maybe is higher, or you dug underneath the island and came back up again.
We'll come back and report that.
Mm-hmm.
Captain, you are informed that swimming may not be an option. So you are left to finding an entrance on the side or through the rock wall.
I don't think I want to alert anyone else that can hear cannon fire onto the island that we're here.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, let's go onto the island, find another way in.
Okay.
Those other pirates might be about.
That seems rather logical. Disho, you done with your playing with your nets over there?
Yes, feeling a bit of brekkie?
Always a bit of brekkie. We're heading onto the island. We're gonna need more.
All right, be there in a second.
And you guys, as pirates, make sure that you eat the most important meal of the day. You sit down for your breakfast before a scout party is put together, consisting of the pirate captain himself and the 4 of his trusted crewmates, and a couple of deckhands to carry whatever treasure they find.
Do you think these
And your
meals happen without proper breakfast? Come on.
Exactly.
We have a barrel of oranges.
We may be
right?
pirates, but we're not fools.
I require orange juice with my breakfast. Thank you. No pulp.
I'll take Nalen's pulp. Just the pulp though.
Just the full.
Gotta watch out for
No,
that scurvy.
I'm definitely allergic to oranges. I will take the pulp.
I just squeeze the juice out of it and just plop the pulp from my hand onto your plate.
Thank you.
It is a classic maneuver we do.
It's efficient that way.
We do not waste.
This bit's gotten away from us. Please keep us on track.
Yeah, so we
All right, crew.
sail around looking for more.
We're heading onto the island.
Heading onto the
go
island.
overland,
Yes.
I believe. Yes.
And as you are leaving your ship, you form this scouting group, consisting of the 5 of you and some deckhands, and you make your way onto the island. And going around the cliff wall, it seems like solid rock, and you kind of climb up a couple of hills. And so after about an hour of searching, there is this cut in the rock wall that leads to a chasm beyond a cave system. And you follow this cave system as it goes a little northerly and then comes down south once more to the back end of where that cave wall exists. And we will move everybody over here.
Captain, they keep changing the name of the ship when we go from zone to zone.
Yeah, I know. And then we did like this. We didn't drive it in.
They keep graffiti in the side of the ship,
the-
Captain.
The glue keeps coming off the banner.
We will have you guys
I
represented by
told,
this one lowly
I told
pirate
you,
over
Captain,
here.
use epoxy.
Oh man, I cannot wait to find One-Eye Willie's treasure.
Yes. So this is
One-Eyed Willie's treasure.
looking in this cave as you kind of coming down this side. You guys are kind of represented by this pirate over here. It'll be this guy. He's
Got
giant.
We're huge.
As you are coming down, there is this kind of staircase cut into the wall. And you guys kind of follow it down to this landing. And as you come to the landing, looking across the bay, there is this bright color, this purple light that emanates through this cavern. It is emanating from the hull of a ship stuck between three waterfalls on the far side. There is a plaque on the side of the ship that reads, "The Starfall's Mercy." The rest of the ship seems broken and neglected. But you have found the Starfall's Mercy. The old man was correct and was not lying to you. Treasure awaits for you. If only you could reach it. It is at the end of this water. How would you like to make your way there?
Is the water moving?
The water is kind of still. With the tide low enough, it doesn't cover this thing, so it is now kind of locked in its position. But when the tide gets higher, you'd imagine that the platform you're standing on will fill with water to rejoin the ocean or the sea.
Still water is just the deep holding his breath.
Very poetic.
I'm
Is there
following
anywhere-
everyone else.
Is there a walkway or anything there, or does it look like we have to swim to get there?
So, looking at this platform you're standing on, there is pretty deep water. It's about 5 to 6 feet deep in the bottom of this cavern. Definitely not something you can walk on. But there are a series of rocks that kind of jet up from the ground that form a sort of jumping path, if you will. It'll get you most of the way there, but not all of the way there.
Looking at the water, does it seem like there? I mean, I know you had mentioned that it is still, like there's no environmental
There
reason
is
why it would be moving.
current to it a little bit because of the waterfalls
I
that kind
see.
of come down.
Yeah. Is
You
there?
imagine
is
there's
there anything?
underwater jetties that push the water out
Yeah.
through the water table.
Do we notice anything living in this water that is
Not
making it move in any way?
Yeah, give me a presence check. That's your kind of your scouting ability. There are bats that live at the top of this cave, but other than that,
Just a 12.
just a 12. Okay, a 12 is successful. Looking into the water, there are fish that live in this water, capsulated by the rising and lowering of the tides. But as far as large creatures go, nothing exists that you see in this water. It looks relatively safe if you were to swim.
I'll
As a
swim.
counterpoint, is there anything dead in this water? As someone who dabbles around in death, feeling for any large dead things in the water,
Mhm.
that might be problematic for a priest of the deep who goes swimming in a pool when it's Adult Swim.
That is a wonderful question. As you pop your head into the water to look down to see what's under there, there are skeletons at the bottom of this water. But they are not
Oh.
white. They are not full of barnacles. They are this pale gray color. Ashen, if you will, for lack of a better word.
Ah.
There is above, so as
All these
Brother
bubbles coming
Seabright
up
is,
as he
like,
sighs.
it's just one big bubble that's like pops with like an audible. There is a curse word when this bubble pops and pulls my head out and goes, perfectly good bones wasted. Captain, if you needed to refresh your bag of ash, that the bones here are unclean.
You see
Hmm.
a half smile like breaks his face a little bit, and then he goes back to his stern face. Not. That's not what we're here for. We're here for the boat, and I just point over.
Payday's a payday, though. Could
I-
fish a few up.
I have 1 foot in the water right now, but I'm gonna retract from the water.
Big Smoke, how good is that ash? Is it worth it? Better than a grog?
I never had it myself. It's more of it's a good payday, if you will.
I'm getting kind of a hankering.
But the people I've seen use it, I've never seen anybody enjoy themselves as much as they have.
The show, you should know better than to tap into our own supply.
I know, but we get lucky here. Maybe just a night. Night would be fun.
What could it hurt you?
What could hurt?
will ruin your bones forever. And you will
my
be forced to
bones.
walk this earth eternally until someone else grinds you up and ruins their bones with your bones.
As weird as
Don't
you are about
do it.
bones, that might not be a bad thing. Regardless, we need to get to the ship, yeah? So, kind of do like a gesture of after you. I'll make sure no one follows us.
So, looking at it, the only way is to jump across these stones and swim, right?
Yep, those are your 2 options.
Essentially, yeah.
Unless we can fly.
As you
You
were
can fly,
talking
or
about
you can
that,
wait till the
I'll fly.
tide goes open and you can break the wall down.
No. Can we get our boat in there? Oh, the little boat.
If you had a
The
dinghy,
Yeah,
you could have
dinghy.
brought a dinghy through.
Why are you laughing?
What would we like to do?
Dis dinghy or dat dinghy? I'm confused.
That dinghy. Or
Are,
just
are we
dinghy?
swimming? Are we
I-
hopping?
My dinghy.
I like
Put your
swim,
put your
but I
dinghy
don't.
away.
I think
What'd
while
you
we're
say,
talking
Andrew?
about what to do. I'm sorry.
What were you
Just that some of you are much stronger than I am. I'm not the best. I'm a good swimmer, but not the best jumper. If we're all doing this, maybe we just tie some ropes, and that way, if one of us goes in and undead hands grab us, then we can.
So you can
pull
drag the
back.
rest of us in. Very clever of you. What's that? Five sacrifices in one. Very efficient.
Just yank the rope. Boink.
I'm gonna shake my
Just
head
the-
and jump across.
Does the deep
Okay.
offer a group?
Are you
discount?
jumping?
I would have.
They have a
I would have
Groupon?
gotten away with it too.
As you are jumping across, can you give me a strength check for anybody jumping across?
Absolutely.
12.
12. No, you successfully make your way to this little platform as you jump across.
17.
Very nicely. You make your way as well. Okay.
I rolled a natural 1.
Oh,
Oh,
fire
Captain.
captain.
Captain's going in.
I'm the captain.
Captain talks a great game until he goes in.
So since I was planning
I can't
to
swim.
follow everyone up,
Mhm.
like follow behind everyone, is there any way I can try and react to catch our captain, hoist
Yeah,
him
give me an
back
agility
up?
check.
Agility.
See how
Alright.
quick your responses are. Yeah.
18.
18. Okay. As the captain is falling, you reach your hand out and you grab the captain right as he's about to fall into the water. Whew. His little
You feel
pouch
these
of ash
claws in your coat,
mhm, springs out of his
lifting
little
you
satchel
kind of like a
and
wet
lands,
cat.
into the water, and you can see the ash
Appreciate
kind of
it.
sprinkle and spread across the water as it, before it kind of sinks.
Oh, I lost my ash.
Captain, why would you bring that with? I know it's hard to trust the rest of the crew, but oh, that
Yeah.
was a lot.
It's more of a just in case emergency thing. Instead of dying, I take this quick. Would you like some? Just in case.
It's all in the water, not through it.
denying Lawson my bones is always on the table. But it's a little
That's-
salty at the moment, and I'd rather get us to the ship,
Aye.
if you would.
And
I don't like the
I
way
try
he's
again.
talking about the ash. Nailing will remember this.
Just want to bump.
I rolled a 14 on my new strength jumping.
No, with your assist, you guys make it across
Okay.
Disho?
to this little
That
platform.
was a
Disho the
15.
Fisho. 15. Disho the Fisho. You make it as well. You guys are pretty agile for pirates. And you guys kind of hop your way down these rocks to this platform. And you can see the great glory of the Starfall's Mercy. It is a little decrepit. There are some holes from cannon fire on the side of it. These holes allow this light from inside the hull to shine out of it. You can't make out what is bright inside of it, but you can definitely tell that the light that is illuminating this cavern is coming from inside of this ship's hull. Like I said, it was a bright purple light.
Is the
Are
ship
there
still
more...
floating?
That's a good question.
Are there more what?
Are there more of these undead bodies the closer we get to the ship, or are they parsed out pretty evenly?
Because you ask it, I'll give it to you. You are correct. As you get closer to the ship, there are more bodies. Now, the water is definitely deeper as you go through this cavern. So it's about 5 or 6 feet where you started. It is now down to about 20 or 30 feet deep. And looking at the bottom, you can see that it is lined with skeletons, all of them with their ashen gray bones. There are a couple of skeletons on the deck of this ship that you can kind of see. Some huddled over the cannons, some sitting on the ship's wheel.
Eric,
Captain.
what were you saying? Sorry.
Is the ship still floating afloat?
The
in
ship
here?
is still
Or is it-
afloat in this water.
Looking around,
hmm
how just for how so they brought the ship ended up in here, and then there's the wall that we bypassed that we could have shot down. Like
Yes.
how did they get it? Okay, so somebody like
So that
locked this
wall-
thing
if the
away,
The wall wasn't there when
potentially?
the tide is high enough. You can float a ship in, and if you had destroyed that wall
then
and,
it
waited
will-
for the tide, you could have. That is why the rusty onion or the killer onion, what the wakes call, was inside. Because you
Heard.
could have driven it in.
ridden it with the tide. Got
Uh,
it. I was like, how the fuck did they get this thing in here?
But yeah, the tide
magic.
fluctuates. It helps. Magic.
Gotcha.
Also magic.
Captain, I don't mean to alarm you, but I feel like whatever we grab, whatever we try to take, it'll be much harder to haul back across these rocks while also dealing with the wasted, sort of gesturing around. I
Suggest-
can't do anything with these.
We
Seabrian,
go back. Oh,
go ahead.
go in. You-
Nope, go ahead, Captain.
We can go back, waste half the day, or we can go now, scout the ship and see if it's worth getting the ship to come back. Or maybe these skeletons aren't alive. Have we ever gone down and checked them? And I look over to the brother. Want to go check and see if these bones are still with us.
No.
Uh,
If yes, I can. If they are still living, and there's a moment where I look at you and I look at everyone else and I look at the water and the bodies therein. Okay, And I'm gonna jump in and swim down to these bones.
I'm going to
Imagining
begrudgingly swim after.
that
Okay. And as you swim into this murky water, you go down further and further, and this water is illuminated by this purple light, and it kind of is silent and eerie down below these waters. And there are the bodies of the crew of the Starfall's Mercy scattered amongst the bottom of it. Some of them are in pieces. Some of them have a couple of complete skeletons. And as you get closer and closer, they sense your presence. And some of them start to stand under the water. Under the water.
Under the sea.
Under the sea.
Everything's wetter downwards, wetter.
But also try at the
It's like
same time.
trying to pull you in.
And these skeletons, as you are closer, will kind of start to reach their hands out towards you.
Am I able to yoink Seabrine above, like grab and shunt above me so I'm in between? I feel like I am a little bit better suited
That's something
to dealing with this.
Seabrine will allow.
I am fixated on these things, and I'm going deeper and deeper, imagining myself among them, living eternally at the bottom of the ocean. But when this thing from above grabs me, I kind of leave that fixation, and almost like a panic sets in, and I just very quickly push myself away from them, and I don't know. In that panic, do I push her down?
Let's roll strength opposing, and whoever is higher pushes the other.
That's a 10.
Yeah, that's a one. Dirty one.
I rolled poorly.
Yep. Well, that Pori is high enough to push the brother Seabrine kind of away from the water as he's kind of fighting to get out. And as you are fighting to get away from Nayland, you realize you haven't taken a breath in a long enough time. And all of this exerted energy forces all of the air out of your lungs. And you're going to start the process of drowning under the water. You can either swim up to the surface to grab more air, or you can continue to fight with Nayland.
I know that I have this scale with me. I'm not going to have it yet, and I know this feeling because I have been in the early stages of drowning before. And kind of looking down at the rest of the people who the ocean has taken, I imagine the old crew that I used to be a part of, all of which had been claimed by the ocean. And I'm just going to continue my panic as I'm ascending. And in inhaling this water, I'm basically forgetting that I have these scales with me.
Okay. And as you
Down
are ascending
below.
to the surface, yeah, you're going to suck in some of that water, and we'll do... I don't know. Do you have a D4? Roll D4 damage. He's going to suck in this water. Alexis. Or Nayland. Yes.
Okay.
You're under the water.
So I will say holding breath is 1 plus toughness. So that'd be 2
Yes.
minutes for me.
Mhm.
And then it's DR 12 for each round, which
Yes.
increases for each round. So what am I rolling here?
So right now you're not drowning. You're within your 2 minutes. Though he has a negative modifier, so he only had like a minute of air, and he exhausted himself trying to fight you off, and he rolled a nat one. So that's his punishment. He's drowning.
Not dirty one.
You're still have your breath.
Okay, cool.
I rolled
Probably about a minute and a half of
-3
oxygen.
HP. I had
Okay.
6 HP to begin with, so I am half. I'm down to half.
Oof.
Mhm.
So yeah, down below, I kind of flailed my finned tail to right myself, launch Seabrine above me, and I'm ready, facing the skeletons, with my eyes kind of glowing
Okay.
a little bit under the water, just waiting and getting ready to jettison myself upward out of their reach.
Okay. You are above the reach. You'd have to swim into the reach. They are standing on the bottom, just having their hands pointed out towards you.
I see. In that case, then I'm gonna start my ascent as well, and if I have to,
Mhm.
hook Seabrine and start pulling him too.
Okay. Seabrine will make it to the surface before you do, as you kind of stand there looking at these skeletons, as they just kind of reach for you. Their bones don't make good fins, so they can't really swim. And they just look like they're reaching out for you, but you realize that you don't really need a hug right now, and so you ascend back up to the surface as well. And then you come up very gracefully up to the surface. You hear the splashing sounds and the water being ejected from Brother Seabrine's mouth. And this kind of
One of
burning
these
salt
days.
water in your lungs.
So Lozen.
One of these days.
I'm guessing they are alive, huh?
Hi, Captain. This one, not much better. Also, these are the vibes for Nayland.
Exactly.
That is old art, and this is a freshly rolled character, so I'm just very pleased I have that.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, Captain, yes, there's. And here's a question for Evan. As a sorcerer, the spell that I rolled is Raise the Dead.
Okay.
Creating skeletal skulls from nearby corpses. Can I use that on ashen corpses, or do I need?
Do we need to
For
roll
sake
dead
of
dead
story,
first?
I can give that
For
a shot.
sake of story, I will allow it. You may.
Okay.
Hey,
Normally, I don't believe you can. I think they are separate entities.
Yeah.
But
It just has
rule
to be
pool,
a
and this is
nearby
a 3-part
corpse.
adventure. I'm going to allow it.
Okay. Sort of. I'm gonna be like, let me try something, and we'll sort of take that shrunken head and press it to my head, and more of that chanting sort of happens. And I would love for one of the skeletons on the deck that's like slumped over one of the cannons, to sort of like, you see the bones sort of just like click in kind of into place. There's still like, there's some ribs missing. One of the hands has wandered off somewhere else, but for the most part, this like ashen skeleton sort of staggers up and into position. And I go, Captain, I can send this one around to see if the others wake up, or if it's going to smell something fresher on us, and then we're the problem.
It's me.
Looking at this ship, does there look like there's a gangplank or any kind of rope so we can pull off to the side? That's
So,
not
as
down
do
yet?
most ships have, they do have
Yeah.
rope rigging. It is a little bit rotted, both dry rotted and wet rotted, because it is both. On the side of the ship itself, you could probably climb it if you needed to, but yeah, there's kind of like ropes and stuff. There isn't necessarily a gangplank that's set up.
Is
Usually
there
they're taken up and down.
is there still a life raft or a small boat attached to the side?
There is no small boat attached to it, but there
Damn.
is rigging for one.
Damn. He'll listen to whatever I tell him, Captain. He's not the brightest.
I
Can you
try.
get us way onto the ship with it?
Will I
Drop
might
some
need
rope?
a better yeah, that'll work. And sort of like putting the severed head sort of in front of my mouth, and speaking, you hear in that same language he was singing earlier, but in a very different voice. and the mouth on the head moves and gives the command, "Toss me some rope."
And so the skeleton that's on top of this deck, he looks around. He looks at the cannons. He looks at the rigging, and you can see him go up to one of the ropes that kind of leads to the main sail of the ship, and he grabs onto it, and he uses one of his bones that has been broken into this kind of sliver that is thin, starts to slice this rope until he cleans right through the rope, and he pulls about 30 or 40 feet of rope and throws it off the side of the ship, and he holds onto the one and eventually tying it around a cannon for weight. And he stands ready for his next command.
I'm gonna turn to Disho and just hold my hand out for my hat.
I had it on me wig. Forgot about it. Here you go.
Thank you. Just kind of
Of course.
cover my horns, one of which is carved and has metal piercing through it.
Watch the lice.
Conveniently, I don't have hair like you do, so thank you for that.
Well,
Who's
Who's
going
climbing
up
up this
first?
rope?
as captain of the captain, I will go first.
That's an inside joke.
Can we
Um,
can we send a red shirt
Seems-
first, please? We
The regular
In our campaign, we-
Yes.
who's going up first on the rope?
Captain of the captain.
Captain,
Oh,
captain,
first.
captain. Yeah, give me a strength check. To
Try not to
climb up
fall in
this
this
rope.
time.
Not to fall in.
16. I brush off your comment. I just wave and just swim across and start climbing up. I rolled 16.
Perfect. You successfully, with the rope and kind of using these lattice of ropes on the side of the ship, you climb successfully up to the top deck, where you find a skeleton kind of standing there waiting for you.
And I kind of just give it a nod. And I look back to the crew. They coming?
You hear, "Salute your captain when he gets on the ship." Click. There's a bony, the slap of the bone on bone as he salutes.
very, very
Sounds
good.
like rattling dice.
Yeah, he tries to shut his
He
jaw
just
so he can do a
purples.
proper salute, and the jaw just breaks off and falls.
Keeps
onto the
unhinging.
deck.
Oh no!
Who's next? Who wants to climb up this rope next?
Again, I'm gonna wait down at the bottom,
I'll go
just in
second.
case anyone starts sinking in.
Let's see it, Los.
No,
Losan.
Strength or
Losan.
agility?
Either one. Have fun with it.
I'd love to do agility because that gives me a 16.
Go ahead. Okay, you're very agile, and you climb up this rope to find both the captain of the captains, up there with your skeleton in his proper salute.
I'll
Who's
follow
next?
next with a nat 20.
Oh, you climb this rope like a cat, like a fish out of the bag. You're up at the top deck too. That leaves us, brother.
Yep. I'll go right before Malin, since they're going last. But before I start climbing, you saved me. Thank you. I apologize. I thought I saw someone I knew. And
We can talk
I'm
about
going
that in therapy later. Go.
I'm gonna climb the rope. I rolled a 15.
Perfect. And you get up there relatively easy,
Nice.
with everybody kind of
And-
helping you up as you get up to the top.
With my 20 strength, I'm just gonna sink my claws into the rotted wood and clamber up.
Okay, perfect. Using the rope last is the couple of deckhands that were with you as well.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
And they
them.
climb up. There's
The
we'll
red
say
shirt.
there's
We
two of
have
them.
red shirts.
The red shirts.
Yeah, Bram and Aulis. They're a couple of crew members
Oh,
of
they're
yours.
so fucked.
They're so
they,
fucked.
they got names and nothing else. They ain't making it through.
4-letter names.
They have races as well. Bram is a human, and Alice is a halfling.
Oh no, they're absolutely fucked. We get connected to these characters just enough so they die and it feels something.
Yeah. You had to name him.
Alice was actually there at the birth of some of your children. Bram is like a brother to you, but whatever.
Wait, who
Really-
has kids?
He really only took this posting
I think-
because of you.
I think Disho has kids. I think that's what we just learned here.
I got a few packed up on land. Had to get out to sea.
A few in every port.
Yeah, exactly.
Kind of
So as you
turned
guys
to him
make
like,
it to this,
huh.
you make it to this top deck, and you guys see the bodies. There's about 5 or 6 of them, besides the one that's standing saluting you all, kind of layered over this deck.
Can you
There is
do the
a door to
whole animation thing again with those?
Right now, just the one.
Okay.
Actually, that is a So, and this will be a question for our PM, Evan here.
Mhm.
For Raise
Okay.
the Dead, I
Yes.
have D2 plus Spirit, so I have 5 or 6 spells. Can I have 2 thralls at the same time, or is that 1 thrall plus 2, or 1 thrall, and then if it levels up, I get a second. I can summon 2.
I will allow you to have 2. For this particular thing and this particular moment, I will allow you to thrall all 6 of them if you'd like. Kind of expand your
Okay.
powers.
It-
Make a cool
I
He's being
will-
too kind, which tells me that this won't matter. Like
This
we're about
won't
to get
matter
so
in
fucked.
this.
I
We're super fun.
I don't have time to run the combat, so I will allow you to thrall them all
as
until we get to the
as
end.
we're kind of moving across the ship, we'll like pull out the head, and speak words of command to animate several of these other thralls or animate several of these skeletons as they pull themselves together. I am gonna look for a captain's quarters, and try and animate a captain, to see and say, bring me your keys and your hat.
May I offer something to explain the boost in his abilities?
Absolutely,
They're
yeah.
magical skeleton, like they're magical bones.
Mhm.
They are magical bones, but if any of the if anyone had a sigil, they might perhaps see a flash of black beneath your skin,
Maybe.
Losen.
No, sir.
Ooh.
And this area,
Ooh.
being surrounded in this purple light, even Losen, you would feel it. Brother, you might feel it too, Brother Seabrine. The the je ne sais quoi spirit of this place is enhanced. Something looms below the surface of this deck. It is enhancing your abilities.
Mhm.
Sort of looking down at my hands, sort of feeling something in my skin that I don't like, but looking at my arrayed cadre of skeletons,
Mhm.
just kind of looking. Captain, this may be easier than we thought. Shall we
Very
check
good.
downstairs?
Famous last words.
Mhm.
And as you say that, I just nod to you, and I start heading toward the stairs to go down.
I'm gonna turn to our red shirts as well and be like, right, before
Oh,
he
Bram and Ollie?
drops the
Alice? Yeah.
yes, those two. Before he drops the control of those, we're going to get ready to pulverize them and put them back in a sack. Yay? He doesn't
Of
need
course,
to
of
know.
course. Of course.
If I find any
And
traces on
they
either
want-
of you stealing from the crew, you know what happens. Kind of look
Oh, I would never.
menacingly toward the edge of the ship, where all the
Not from
gray
old
hands are
Captain
reaching up.
Ironhand. Not from old Captain Ironhand. I'd never dare.
That's right, you'd never dare.
And they have these kind of like billy clubs that they kind of pull out, but you just smash any skeletons to get in their way.
Good.
And you,
yeah, we're gonna collect
Losen,
that
are
dust
looking
later.
for the pirate captain, the dead captain of the ship. And you do find the captain's quarters, and there is a captain sitting in his chair, his big hat above him, his jacket, with a large hole and broken ribs beyond, right above his heart. A bullet hole.
I
That's
pull
on
out
his
my
desk-
gun and point
what I-
toward our captain. No.
You want to match him? In his hands that are left on his desk sit a ring of keys. One of them a little bit shinier than the rest.
Turning to my living captain. Captain, meet Captain. Would you like his hat?
Yeah, is
Is
the
this
hat
hat better
nicer?
than mine? Yeah, is that sound better than mine?
It is a matter of taste. This is a style from about 30 or so years ago.
Mm.
It's a little out of date, not very fashionable these days. Most people
I
are
hear
going
it's
for the more
coming back
slim
around, though.
line tricorns, and rather than the big ones with the fur and the fluff and
The big, like,
It's a little-
sideways.
it's too much of a hassle. Exactly, it's too much of a hassle. Very Napoleonic in a way.
Hassle.
I
I'll
pick
take
it
the
up
keys.
when I.
Okay.
I'll take the
You
keys.
acquire yourself a series of keys to the ship. And you kind of contest these keys, even on the captain's quarters. They open the doors and allow them access to the brig and things like that are on the ship.
Looking through the ship, are there signs of the scuffle that happened? Like, can we tell, like, mutiny? Were there other firearms? Like, what's kind of the
Because
vibe
you
of
asked
this?
it, I will answer that. As you walk to the captain's
Yay.
quarters, it is eerily empty. The deck has no cannonballs. The captain's quarters holds no treasures, holds no books, it holds nothing. And as you make your way below deck, it tells of the same tale. No cargo, no food, no barrels. Empty rooms, empty beds, empty everything. It's just almost as if they jettisoned or removed everything before they set sail. There is no treasure aboard this ship. There is only light emanating from further down below. The ship is a deck, the main living quarters, and a third section below that is locked by a trapdoor.
I use my fancy key to try the lock on the trapdoor.
And you open the door on this trapdoor, and you can kind of see in below the decks because there are cracks all over these deck platings and things like that allow you to see this light kind of pouring up. And below on the third and final section of this ship lies the brig. There is a large wrought iron gate, and beyond it is a stone sarcophagus, perhaps, with its top ever so slightly ajar, and the light pouring out of it. This is the brightest room on the ship. This purple light casts no shadows. It is light incarnate, if you will.
Well, that's creepy as fuck. You've got the key. Can we get this and get out?
It's open.
Yeah,
There is
my knives are ready.
a brig. Yeah, so the brig gate, as you open it with your key, and the door doesn't slide open too easy. It's a little bit rusted as you open it up. There lies this sarcophagus in front of you. And with the help
Boys.
of Bram and Alice, who come down after you, they help you move the top of this. And the four of you and the pirate captain and Alice and Bram look inside. And what they see is a sight you've never seen before. Yet you have. It is still familiar to you. For centuries, for as long as man and tiefling and elf and dwarf and dragonborn has sailed the seas, they have looked to one thing to guide them: the stars. Sitting inside this sarcophagus is one of those stars, a piece of it, corrupted and turned purple. Its bright brilliance echoes, lights beyond the back of your eyeballs. But it is not blinding, it is powerful. Alice and Bram stand next to it, eyes in wide wonder at the treasure that they have found. Whatever this is, it is priceless. It can be worth enough to let you all retire.
Finally found it. Do you know what any of you know what this is?
I'd hope a payday. That's why we're here, yeah.
Oh, much more than that. And I look over to Bran. Bran, go over and try to get that out quick.
Bram, a little confused, but this is treasure after all, reaches into the sarcophagus to pull this piece of star out, this fallen star, and he gets his hands around the outside of it. And it doesn't burn.
As he goes to touch it, you just hear a click of the captain's pistol, and he fires it in the back of Bran's head.
And Bran's brains fly off to the side as his body leaches over onto the star fragment. And then you smell a burning smell as his skin starts to evaporate off of his body. And you can see his muscles melt away until he is but a skeleton. And as you look at his skeleton, it is bleached white until it slowly grows darker and darker and becomes an ashen gray, almost charcoal black color, birched over into the sarcophagus.
This is the source of the scourge. You know what we could do with this? Market it.
I don't have eyebrows, but my eyebrows are raised so high.
The brows.
My hat is lifted.
We will be rich forever. We can market ash.
You could own the market for ash, this wonder drug.
Okay.
And with that, is anybody
Is
doing
there-
anything while they are standing around the sarcophagus?
I think I'm going to back out of the room
Okay.
and start going back up the ladder.
Anybody else? Disho the Fisher, what's your final action?
Not doing anything, standing there wondering, this isn't the Wake's call, it's the Wake's call.
Agreed. Lawson, what are you doing?
Lawson isn't doing anything. Lawson is as still as the others, as the 6 skeletons standing in the room with everybody.
Now 7.
Watching 7. Lawson's only driving 6, but he is as still as every other skeleton in this room. In just absolute flabbergasted. Like, you just desecrated these bones. Less about Bran dying, much more upset about the fact that these bones are now ruined.
Could be a good bone.
You're using them.
It's under duress because nothing else works, but like just kind of shock and horror looking at the captain.
Nayland,
I
what are
think-
you finishing off with?
Go ahead, Captain. You're gonna say something.
Oh no, go ahead. I was just gonna finish it off.
Okay. Gonna collect myself for like 2 seconds, take in the words, and start closing the sarcophagus, directing the other red shirt, and hoping to get the skeletons, helping to move this probably heavy box.
It is very
We're
heavy.
gonna need a better place to store this, Captain.
Aye. We shoot down the rocks, come in, grab it.
I do suspect
From
our
above.
dinghy should be able to carry it.
You hear the trapdoor close and the lock engage.
Captain, I think there's mutiny afoot.
Aye.
And I get this
And I
like
think-
big toothy grin as I start pulling my knives out again. Like, let me
And I think
at 'em.
that is a perfect place to end our first adventure.
What a button.